piss on a car out in the parking lot?
Oh, are you kidding? Nothing better than the splatter on your suede shoes off a Goodyear tire.
All the things you admit to, yeah. Hell yeah.
I pee outside all the time.
Yeah, we know.
You don't pee on other people's property.
During the day, I peed in Willie's yard the other day.
Willie!
I didn't know that.
I was went behind the bush. No one
Heard it here first.
Hi, it's the Bob and Tom Show. September 10, 2020. Hello, Christy Lee.
Hi, chick.
You ever take a whiz outside there, Miss Lee?
No.
Really?
I'm fairly certain girls call it a weed hop.
I mean, maybe, but I don't recall.
A weed hop sounds
weed
like
hop.
a dance party of jazz cigarettes in the 50s.
Because you got to squat down, of course.
Sure.
Unless you're that hillbilly fire department. Man, that's funny video. I tell you.
Don't
Hi,
Google
Josh.
that.
Hey, chick.
Hey, Willie.
Hey, chick.
Hello, Ace. It's time. It's the NFL season. You're darn right.
Mr. Godwin should be back tomorrow. Apparently
Oh, really?
He's having tubes inserted in his ear or something.
Like a baby.
I'm not
Like
sure
a
what's
little baby.
He's getting... Okay.
So, thank you very much for joining us on this, which is indeed the 10th of September, 2020. The 2020 magic continues.
I'll be glad when September's over because every time you give the date, I say, a day I'll always
Yeah, me too.
remember,
Me
no
too.
matter what day it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great lyric. Really sticks. Now, we have, as you mentioned, Josh Arnold in the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair.
Hey.
Got some interesting news coming up for you, Josh.
All right.
Very exciting. Very excited about that. The NFL season about to begin.
Yes.
Got to be psyched up. You
So
want to give us
exciting.
the details?
Very exciting. Tonight, the Kansas City Chiefs host the Houston Texans. That's right. The Chiefs are a 10-point underdog
Where do we get to see this?
at home. NBC, Christy.
Oh, okay.
NBC. It's Sunday night football and Thursday night. They do it.
I'm sorry.
Why don't they just call it Thursday Night Football?
Yeah.
Because they call it Sunday night football and Thursday night.
Seems a
And
little cumbersome, doesn't
Yes,
it?
it does.
If you're true.
It's like calling the ATM machine, which
If
I, by the
you're-
way, insist on doing.
If you're a true NFL fan, you know that the big report they did on Carrie Underwood singing the theme song is the reason you tune in for football is to see her in the open and just show the game, will ya? Please.
Chick, I've been waiting all day for Sunday night.
See?
You can't take that away from me.
Tomorrow's youth. See?
He's been waiting all day for Sunday night.
Oh, hang on a second.
Are you ready for some football?
That's
right.
That's how many presidents ago is that? I can't keep track anymore.
That's
gotta be
George.
6,
that's
right?
George W.
Half the time I voted for president, I've gotten it
Kinda
wrong.
misty.
I don't know about you guys.
Well, it depends on your perspective. What do you mean wrong?
A good point. You know something?
Going somewhere.
Point well taken. You were going somewhere. I hope it was to take a break.
Tonight at Arrowhead Stadium, they will be masked. There will be a socially distanced. There will be only 17,000 fans. I don't know who's going to count them. But they won't be wearing headdresses or face paint. Those will not be allowed tonight in Arrowhead Stadium.
Okay.
Native American.
All right, I got that. And what about...
They're still keeping Chiefs. They still have the logo, which is an arrowhead, but they're none of that.
And I'm sorry,
face
but they
paint.
will be wearing face masks? Or no?
Yes, face masks and
Just-
socially
just-
distanced.
okay.
Yeah, 17,000 people. The team will be the first to take the field in front of a crowd amid, of course, the little thing we call the pandemic.
Will they be selling concessions?
I'm sure.
You want to know the price?
Josh.
You wanna know, ask me more stupid questions.
No, I think it's a valid question, Josh. If you're sitting there, it's an NFL game.
The team also
you can't go a quarter without at least a hot dog
Tonight,
yeah.
Tonight they will be. See, now you pissed off two of us, and we just started. They will be discussing the future of the tomahawk chop, much like Florida State Seminoles. They do the
Atlanta Braves.
and the Braves do that. Speaking of the Braves, we'll have the Braves here in a moment. Hold that thought. Put a pin in that.
So
there you
I'm
go.
just asking. I mean, is there going to be a guy walking around
I'm
selling
going to
beers?
say yes. I'm going to say yes.
Well, so
Yes.
then how do you eat? Do you take your mask off to
There'll be
drink?
17,000. Yes, you take your mask off. This is all common sense, you idiot.
Well, then aren't there
Even
ushers
now,
walking around going, put your mask back on, pal?
If you go into a restaurant, you take your mask off to eat, or, the food just fell out, I kept my mask on. What do you think? You have no idea about...
That's right,
Fair, it's a
Give
fair
it to him,
question.
chick. Give it to him.
Thank
Let
you.
him have it.
It's a fair question.
Man, a mask in a restaurant? Why do I have to wear it on my nose? You idiot.
Get him, Chick. Get him.
Are they going to have concessions?
Chick,
What kind?
what's the difference between a domestic beer and a craft beer?
Yes.
They do that charge
Are they going to have
differently?
IPAs there? Just
Are they going to have snacks? That's all I want to know. I have not gotten a solid answer.
God. I said yes.
Based on what?
Just shut your ass up.
That's the way I read it. If you're in the stands,
God,
you
this'll be
must wear a
helpful.
mask at all time unless you're eating or drinking.
Okay.
Oh, gee, there's common sense for you.
No.
Knocking at the
That's
door.
not. That's sourcing. That's Ace saying he actually had that as a fact rather than just speculation.
Oh, God. You
Given
need
all
this research, do you?
It's
Is
the
that
only
what
reason
you
to have fans, isn't it? So they can make a little money.
Yes. But no, they're not allowed to eat, Tom. They have to keep their mask on.
It's perfectly.
There, I
valid
just
question.
sourced that. That's also on the internet.
How do you know?
I just looked.
Okay.
Prove I didn't.
Now,
Source I didn't.
am I correct in saying
You're
that
never
today
correct.
will be the shoe-in of the week, the opening salvo?
I don't
I think
know.
we'd be lucky to get anything out of them after this.
Yeah. Will they have concessions?
That's a perfectly
What a
valid question.
dumbass. God. And we're off.
Here's a buzzkill question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are they going to track all these people after the game?
Oh, that's a good
I
question.
think, you know what? We get tracked, I think, everywhere we go anyway.
Really?
It doesn't matter. Yeah. Hey, wake up. It's 2020. Yeah. Anywhere you go, your phone's tracked.
So they can just, but they don't have to take people's, I don't know how it works.
Well,
How
what
the
they're going to
tracking
do is
works.
they're going to have little tomahawk-shaped suppositories, and as you leave, they're
here
going
we
to
go.
shove them up.
Yeah, that's
Did you
exactly
source
what
that?
I
He's
do.
Ace sourced that. That's what I heard.
That shouldn't make anybody mad.
It's kind of a collectible, really. Hey, did you see the
You know what?
nuclear-powered beeping suppository that I have?
If I was a Chiefs fan and that had a little arrowhead shape, I might insert one of those.
Right, sure.
Absolutely.
Remember, you want to put them in backwards so they come out right.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing more difficult than passing a backwards metal arrow on your
You
head.
want taper? You want the taper
Well, but you want
going in or coming
Yeah,
out?
because you don't want your ass to slam shut.
You're going to have pain one way or
the
the other.
classics.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Oh, God.
What's the spread?
10 points. I said 10 points. Start when I started the story.
Who's getting them?
The Texans are getting 10.
Chick, here's an ignorant football question because I don't know too much.
Patrick Mahomes.
Is the first game
Deshaun Watson.
is the
Go
first
ahead.
game of every NFL season always is one of the teams always the champion of?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, actually, last season I think they
What about the NFL?
they made an exception one time. This Thursday night crap has been going on for not that long. Actually, I want to say.
Well, you and I agree they shouldn't start the
10 years
season on a
yes.
Thursday.
They should start Sunday with the bunting like
Yep.
Major League Baseball.
Exactly.
They
want to get
bunting
this.
up.
This
They
makes
got to
it.
get Carrie Underwood on TV.
I like this. It makes it
Yeah.
special. It's prime time. It's a cool.
You
idea.
also kind of don't like it, I think, because it's called Sunday night football on Thursday.
Yeah,
or
that
whatever.
just seems to me to be lazy. They couldn't just call it Thursday night football.
A second of it.
No, you won't.
Because I'm going to be sleeping. I've
It's
got
the
to get
Sunday
up
night
early.
broadcast crew doing the game on Thursday, so they call it Sunday night on Thursday.
Still, completely invalid and wrong.
I agree.
That's a great point, Ace. That makes a
Brand
lot of
yourself
sense.
as Thursday night. Make
Because
that
it's
a
Thursday
thing.
night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or do it on Sunday. For God's
Now,
sake.
is it going to be Carrie Underwood again? Do we know that for sure?
I'm not joking about the 5-minute documentary I watched today about Carrie filming the opening to Sunday Night Football. That's not a joke.
Is she wearing a mask?
Yeah, but
Yeah, she's wearing a Hank Williams Jr. mask.
no, she's wearing
It's a beard. It's a fake beard.
Yeah, Hank does a great job.
Yeah.
She's wearing a mask for a skirt. Okay.
Oh,
there
okay.
you go. Yeah, that'll get. Oh, look at that! It's Carrie Underwood. I don't miss football. You idiot.
So who are you picking?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. This is a revenge game. Remember, the Texans were way ahead, and the Chiefs came roaring back and going on to the Super Bowl. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on here that actually has to do with football and not what concessions they're serving.
I thought that was a fair question.
Chick, given all the controversy, will they call it a Native American pale ale?
Yes, that's right. I don't know.
Oh, God, I don't know either. Well, we'll certainly look forward to your sports picks. 3-4 games today?
I don't know, Tom. I don't know. I really don't.
You know,
I don't know why you're insisting on having a little chit-chat with me now.
Here's a fun question. When's the first Washington Football Club game?
Sunday.
All right.
Who are they playing?
They're hosting the Eagles.
You get to kick back, watch that.
That's right. I do in quiet.
Are they going
Yes.
to serve concessions?
You know what? No, they're not.
Are there fans?
I don't think there aren't going to be fans there. No, I don't think so.
I can't. What?
They changed it twice.
6, 7, 8 of the teams are going to actually have human beings there.
Maybe. I don't know. They've changed it like 5 or 6 times.
Okay.
Have Ace source it. He's your
Okay. Ace, find out how many of the stadiums are going to have
Here we
fans.
go. Here he is now.
Well,
I'm just reading about they changed the Monday night football theme.
Oh, they have.
They got rid of Hank?
Yeah.
Thank God.
I thought, didn't they get rid of him and then bring him back? And yeah.
Well, I think there were a couple of things, Hank.
Well, a couple things, yeah.
Hank might have said.
who's doing the theme now for Monday Night Football?
Oh, God.
It's a Little Richard song called "Rip It Up." It's going to be done by the Butcher Brown Band. Butcher Brown.
John Cafferty and the Butcher Brown Band?
How'd they get those guys?
Well, it was the Butcher Beaver brand, but people
sounded a little
misinterpreted that.
Butcher Beaver was a negative, yeah.
That man wrecked my.
You know how Butcher Brown Band
Oh, they did this?
answer the phone.
This is the theme song. Love the counter melody there. Well, thanks very much. Look forward to hearing about the NFL from Chick McGee. Give me one teaser, Christy. What's coming up in the news?
What is coming up? We have Toy Hall of Fame finalists have been announced.
That always makes me angry.
At
makes you
the
angry?
ceremonies, do they have concessions with the Toy Hall of Fame?
I don't think they did because they just announced them. They haven't
That's
selected
a totally
the
valid
actual.
question.
Totally
I
valid
don't know
question,
what the
Jake.
problem is.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're looking at me like I'm an idiot.
No,
And
fans
would you
of the-
buy a chocolate Whopper?
Yes.
Like, not the malted milk ball, the burger?
Like a Burger King chocolate Whopper?
Before you
Yes.
make judgment here, they had these at the state fair a few years ago. They had a variation of it. They had hamburgers with
We poo-pooed
with
it.
chocolate. We thought, oh, how disgusting, how awful. Then we tried one. They were tremendous.
Oh, you had the hamburger with the donut bun.
Well, it's chocolate donut buns.
That's not the same thing as a chocolate-covered Whopper.
Get him, Josh.
Good. Thank you, Josh. I was getting a little tired. Go
Why
get
are
it.
we all fighting and we're 14 minutes into
Because-
the
Will you shut up about it?
Jesus.
The girl can't help it.
I just want some nice talk.
All right.
Now, are they going to have buns with those chocolate Whoppers?
And do we have any
they will.
updates on Regan Rondo?
That's a fair question, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, okay, when we come back,
I'm all
Regan
for that
Rondo.
instead of concessions at the NFL game. I can tell you that.
I had people coming up to me going, with new Regan Rondo semi-rhymes yesterday. One of them made my day, which you'll be hearing momentarily. I want to remind you right now, if you've got a business out there, and hey, first of all, I'm glad that you're able to keep some people employed these days. It's tough. Don't forget about all of our friends who right now can't get work for various reasons. It just sucks, this whole thing. But if you do have a business and you have something, an unusual job that may need someone with very special skills, LinkedIn has a great answer for you when you're ready to make that next hire. It's called LinkedIn Jobs is the actual, the specific spot I'm talking about. I didn't know this. LinkedIn, I mean, I know that they had a lot of people, but how about this? 690 million members worldwide.
Wow.
And LinkedIn Jobs is just one portion of the great LinkedIn scene, if you will. And LinkedIn Jobs screens candidates with hard skills and what they call soft skills. Perhaps the stuff you're looking for right now if you need to make a great hire. LinkedIn puts your job post in front of qualified members every day, so it's seen by people looking for that job that has the particular skill set that you are looking for. Right now, when your business is ready to make that next hire, you can find the right person. Once again, it's called LinkedIn Jobs. You can pay what you want and get the first $50 off by visiting linkedin.com/Tom. Again, that's linkedin.com/Tom to get $50 off your first job post. Terms and conditions apply. But if you've got a great job, hey, it's time to start hiring people. That's great. And if you've got a job that has a specific skill set, I would recommend linkedin.com/Tom. Also coming back with syphilis. Not me personally.
Okay,
but
good.
syphilis is in the news. Okay.
Would you get
Okay.
syphilis for the show? Would you do it? And tell us all about it?
No.
Okay. Fair enough.
Fair question. Would I get concession? Never mind. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Hey, Mark Allison here with you on a Thursday. It is September 10th. Coming up, author and comedian Al Jackson will be joining us. We found out last week Al's written a children's book, Where is Baby Ford? Available at aljacksonlive.com. Al's, of course, the co-host of Daily Blast Live, a television show syndicated across the country, could be in a market near you. We'll be catching up with Al later this morning. Should have a good quiz for Tom, get him a little more street, a little more hip, a little more urban. Always fun when we check in with Al Jackson. That'll be later this morning right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. David Coverdale of Whitesnake says he's finally had his hernia surgery. They announced in March that they called off all their concerts because not of the coronavirus pandemic, but because Coverdale had bilateral hernias that made it painful for him to sing. He tweeted Tuesday, 1,000 thanks to the medical personnel who took care of him and all the fans who stepped up to support him. Ronald Callis Bell, co-founder, singer of the group Kool and the Gang, has died at the age of 68. Bell passed away at his home in the U.S. Virgin Islands yesterday morning with his wife by his side. No cause of death was released. Kool and the Gang became one of the major groups in the 70s, and after a brief slump, returned to stardom in the 80s. They won a Grammy. He won a Grammy, rather, for his work on the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. And Colt Ford will put aside country music for a week to go back to his old day job, golf pro. Ford will make his PGA Tour Champions debut at the Sanford International in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Ford says in a PGA video, most people are unaware that he played the tour for about 10 years. The tournament will be shown on the Golf Channel Friday through Sunday. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Rajon Rondo, fourth quarter rally, and the Lakers 112-102 win over the Rockets.
Do you suppose Rondo ever hits on a rando?
I bet Rondo hits on a rando.
course he
Or
does.
has, yeah.
You know how I heard he
Yeah.
picks up the randos?
How does he
well,
pick up the
Rondo
rando?
picks up the randos by flashing some hundos. Is what he does.
So he flashes the hundo, a rando comes running, and then the Rondo hits on the rando.
This is gold.
And he says, "Hey Rando, you want to hop
This
in
is
my?"
the who's on first of the
He
NBA.
says,
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, fellas, this is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
Anybody on the radio that sings like this needs to cut Bob Dylan a check. I don't care if it's folk or rock or rap or pop or tech. No matter if you are a genius like him or just some three-chord hack. If you're singing like your voice is sore, better cut Bob Dylan a check. And it's 40 for a 60 for a then it's 103. These prices don't include polyps or setup and mechanical fees. The only caveat is the Nashville skyline, which we'll throw in for free. Cause no one ever picked up on that except for Dudley Do-Right and Pee-wee. Mr. Springsteen, Mr. Petty, Mr. Knopfler, Miss Etheridge and Sheryl Crow. How about you crack that checkbook and send old Bob some dough? Now, Jake, that's his old Bob's son, so I guess he can't pass. But every now and then when you go home, would it kill you to cut some grass? It's 40 for a 60 for a and it's 103. These prices do not include polyps, a setup and mechanical fees. The only caveat is the Nashville skyline, which we'll throw in for free. Cause no one ever picked up on that except for Dudley Do-Right and Pee-wee. Oh, when you sing, if you sound like you got mumps or laryngitis, vocal polyps or tonsillitis, ate a pound of cheese or smoker's hack, choked by a rope or aspirated a yak, center stage at the arena, a park bench busker man, paid you the odor of Robert Zimmerman, cause you know deep down in your clothes if there's music coming out of your nose. Gotta cut Bob Dylan a check.
6:22 on the nose at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
She's Christy Lee. She's got the weather forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Mix of sun and clouds today, high 82. Partly cloudy overnight, low 60. And then partly cloudy tomorrow, 80. We have a lot of dense fog around. Be careful out there. 68 degrees.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. We have our golf outing coming up next Wednesday. I will remind you that some spots available. It'll be at Top Golf. So details coming up in just a few minutes. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Ace Cosby, our engineer. He's over there ciphering, figuring out which word goes in which place, the perfect order for the Ace Cosby joke of the day. It's more like poetry. Every word in the right place, not too many words, not too few, right, Josh?
That's exactly.
You know your way around.
Is there any way you can shut the hell up? Is there any?
Yeah, I was going to say the setup has too many
Your
words.
son. Yeah, I was going to say.
The setup has too many words.
Thanks, Josh.
You're using too many words.
Well, I think you can write a exegesis of a poem that's certainly longer than the poem itself.
Oh, there are many.
Yes. That's Chick McGee over there.
How about ya?
We're worried about sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's right. Our long national nightmare is finally over.
Could I introduce Josh and Willie and Christy?
He did get
And
very
this is Tom.
excited.
Okay, we got the NFL coming up tonight, and Carrie Underwood's going to sing the song.
Yes, she
And
is.
there's a
That's why
3-hour
people tune in.
documentary about it.
Yeah,
apparently.
if you'd like to see that, all the shooting of it, and here she's going to stand here with this light, and
I made her laugh once, so she gets a wide berth.
Did you really?
I did, yeah.
here we go.
I took my penis out, Tom. Is that what you want to hear?
No, what did you do?
She busted out laughing. Get away from
At a show or?
No, it was at a celebrity softball game. I was not one of the celebrities, but I was there, and
Were you umpiring or?
I was worked for Rawlings at the time, so I was a sponsor.
Now, why did you guess he might be an umpire? Is it because some of the umpires are a little bit overweight? Is that what you meant by that?
This one's on you, pal.
Is this on me?
Yeah, this one.
Is that what I mean?
I was just wondering
You know what?
why he
Now,
was on
looking back, I could see that. Yeah.
why he
I've
was
been
in the
there, buddy.
field with the celebs. I thought perhaps he was.
No, yeah, I was with Rawlings Sporting Goods, and we sponsored it and gave all the equipment to the players and everything. So
There you go.
What was the line?
my mom, huge fan of Carrie Underwood and country music in general, and huge. So I had a piece of paper and a Sharpie, and I walked up to her, and she looked at me, and then she looked at the piece of paper and the Sharpie, and then looked back at me, and I said, "I guess you want my autograph?" And she laughed a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm using that.
That's nice. That's nice.
And then she happily signed
And she
it.
said, "No, I'd be saying that. Would you please put your penis away?"
The closest that happened to be, one time Chance the Rapper came to the Laugh Factory when I was hosting.
Nice.
And he did not care for me, Chance the Rapper.
He did not?
He did not like me, no.
Aw.
I did not make him laugh.
Oh, bummer.
I would give anything if that
That's a
story
bummer.
ended with, and Chance booed me.
No.
Chance the Rapper booed me.
And he was great. He was super nice. He was a really good guy. Treated all the comics well. Just didn't laugh at myself.
Maybe he was laughing on the inside.
Maybe.
Yes, I was on an elevator with. Anyone want to guess?
God,
Run
what
DMC.
story?
I
Yes,
believe.
Yes.
all of Run DMC.
Run DMC, all of them?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Were they wearing chains?
They were wearing dookie ropes, of course.
Oh, boy.
And those Adidas.
There it is.
And the rabbi hats, yeah.
Dookie ropes, the rabbi hats, and those Adidas.
Did you say, "Hey fellas, I really like your Adidas"? I'm kidding. Okay.
When the doors opened, did you look at him and go, "Walk this way"?
That's it.
He threw his wallet at him and said, "Please, I don't want any trouble. Just take it and leave."
Ooh, boy, that was close.
Their dookie rope, that made of real gold. Is it? Can I smell it?
That's funny.
Can I smell it?
So I'm sorry, we were discussing the NFL being back this evening and the forthcoming Chick McGee Shoein' of the Week pick for tonight's game.
Yes.
Very excited about that.
Chiefs fans who go to Arrowhead, no Native American. I don't know what's it.
Cheer,
costuming,
what would you call it?
cheers, or no
Appropriation?
no face painting,
that word?
any of that. No.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, technically, you can do the tomahawk chop because it says here the team also announced last month that it is discussing the future of the tomahawk chop. So
Oh.
I guess while they're discussing, they could be able to do it.
Once again, I'm
Well,
just
the
gonna-
bigger question is, can you do the wave? I think we all want to know. Can we bring back 1985? Have you ever done the wave, John?
Of course, I love the wave.
Everybody's done the wave.
I love the wave if the game is, let's say you're at a baseball game and it's 13-2.
Yeah, okay.
I don't like it when it's in the 8th inning and it's 3-2. Like, we don't need the wave now.
Well, here's a game you could have did the wave too. Adam Duvall drove in 9 runs, 3 home runs, had a grand slam. The Braves set a new franchise scoring record, a 29-9 win over the Miami Marlins last night.
Wow.
29-9.
Is anybody pitching or was it T-ball?
Again, this sounds like if you gave me this, I don't know what score this is. This could be
That's-
football.
That's 3 touchdowns, and then the 4th touchdown, they rubbed it in and scored a 2-pointer. That's just weird
It's
and all-
rude.
and
29-9.
29-9.
And I hate it when they call it a franchise. Sounds like it's a burger place. It's not like you can get another one.
You
very
see
easily.
why your brain thinks the word franchise is you own a restaurant. Why would you?
How about using the word the team?
How about this? Jalen Ramsey becoming the highest paid defensive back in NFL history. He's a star of Hard Knocks.
These always make Christy mad. Look at her. She's already perked up, waiting for that number.
5 years, 105 million.
Oh, my God.
That's 21 million a year.
I say,
give
get
or-
that cash. Good for you.
Yeah, Christy, if it makes you feel better, this much money is nothing for the owner. This is nothing for him.
This also.
That's even sadder, isn't it?
Yes.
Watch Tom come out of his seat. Guaranteed money on this, 71.2 guaranteed.
Sheesh.
I guarantee a big injury real soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Followed by, well, moving to Florida.
I'd pay a guy $1 million to break my knee.
How else am I going to spend this money if my Sundays are taken up?
Any Rajon Rondo news?
No, but we got NBA stuff. Kyle Lowry, they call him the seasoner.
Yeah, they do.
Lowry.
33 points, 8
Do you like
rebounds.
the seasoned fries?
No.
I do.
What?
I do.
No. No.
I insist on the season.
Do you really?
And you know what I've started to really appreciate? The seasoned chips in nachos.
Oh.
Yes.
Like when they season a chip.
Yeah. You know what I like is the Old Bay fries. You guys ever get into those?
No.
Old Bay fry. Those are great.
Put Old Bay seasoning on your French fries?
Yes, it's like a
Yes, but
Lowry's
this should
fry,
be-
but a little different.
This should be something that you're allowed to do on your own.
Oh, not in a restaurant and have it forced upon you?
Yes. It's like the places that only have the flavored tea. It should be shut down by the federal government. Big poison sign in the front of the place.
Poison.
Yeah, Mr. Yuck stickers everywhere.
The skull and crossbones, yes.
If I want flavored tea, I'll ask for it. Sorry.
Okay.
I guess. I'm looking up these seasoned tortilla chips that I love. Hang on a second.
Okay, sorry. Well, while we do that,
Here they are.
no Rajon Rondo updates?
Gourmet Jack Special seasoned tortilla chips. They are delicious. I don't
We
know
do
what
have foodie
seasoning
news
they
coming
use.
up today.
I don't know
Oh,
what
okay.
seasoning they use.
Oh, I brought in some cake.
Oh, my.
Nice if you want
What was
some.
the occasion?
It was my boyfriend's birthday yesterday. So.
Oh.
Wow.
It's lemon. I don't know if anybody would eat lemon cake.
I love lemon cake.
I love
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I do too. It's really
Lemon cake,
good.
very pretty.
Lemon cake, very tasty. And
No, and it really
icing is
sucks.
good.
Tom, it was
If you want to purse your lips and go,
it was-
have a lemon cake.
Do we get anything else that your boyfriend may have gotten last night?
I wondered why you were standing up.
I'm not standing up.
That's a
Oh, shut up.
tradition.
It's a much funnier
It's
joke.
a tradition on a guy's birthday.
Well, he didn't get steak either.
No, we weren't suggesting that. No, we were suggesting
Oh.
you're standing up because it was his birthday.
You're talking about butt play, aren't you? Son of a gun. We're just musing about harmless little oral, but you.
Hence the standing up joke. You see, never mind. No Rajon Rondo update?
Son of a bitch. Clippers are 1 win away.
What happened to Regan yesterday, Josh?
96-85 win over the Nuggets.
Remember, if you remember, we had a story yesterday about how Rondo met up with a rando and was flashing hundos, and then they went to their Lambo.
But I found out more.
Oh, you did?
It really worked out for him.
It did.
He got a hando.
Okay. Which one of your crass friends told you that?
Is that the one that you said Major
Yes.
Day?
So he just walked up and said hando. And
Yep, I just walked up and said hando, and I went, why didn't we think of that?
Because nobody says hando.
Yeah, and then I thought,
That's
what
why.
movie were they watching?
Nobody does say hando.
The movie, poetic license, okay?
I can't remember if it was Rambo or something with Brando.
No. They
No,
were
it's
watching.
Frank
They were watching The Empire Strikes Back with Lando Calrissian.
With Lando,
of
yeah.
course.
Yeah,
So you got Lando and your rando, and of course, he handed the girl a hundo, the rando,
Right.
a hundo.
I'm mad that we got back into this, but I'm definitely going to start using hando. I'm putting that in. That is in my Rolodex of terms for sure.
Over the waistband hando.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm getting.
love it.
And of course, it all took place in Orlando. Back to you, Chick.
Hockey. Nikita Kucherov.
Am I
Do
the
that
only
to him.
Now, let me a real quick question for Willie Griswold, a man of a certain age,
8.8
Generation
seconds.
Zer.
This is playoff
Do you know?
hockey.
This is boring. People. Do you know who Nikita Khrushchev?
A hockey player.
Yep.
No.
Nikita Khrushchev, of course, was the head honcho. He was the guy in Russia
The premier.
during the famous Cuban Missile Crisis.
Oh, yeah. No, sorry. Contextually, I just thought, yeah. Okay.
But because this guy's name is very close to Nikita Khrushchev.
Very.
And he, of course, was famous for pounding his shoe on the table. Was that the UN?
Kucherov scored with just 8.8 seconds remaining.
And he said, "We will bury you."
You'll
In the third or overtime?
Not Khrushchev, this
to
hockey
give the
player.
Tampa Bay Lightning a 2-1 win and a 2-0 lead in the NHL's Eastern
What
Conference.
have I been saying about Tampa Bay?
Said they're going to win.
There
Yes,
it
it
is.
was the most obvious choice this season.
Major League Baseball, the only thing, Atlanta won 29-9 last night.
So what's going on with Atlanta? You said there was something. You just wanted to tell me they won?
They scored 29.
Oh, that. Yeah, I'm
runs.
sorry.
Is that
29 runs.
what is the Major League record?
This is a franchise record,
right?
29 runs.
Team record. It's a franchise if they sell.
Well, no, it was a different team. It's the same franchise. Different players.
Yeah, it's not the same team.
Yeah, teams change.
Yeah.
Franchises stay the same.
That's right.
Again, franchise. It sounds like you're. I don't know.
You own a McDonald's.
Yeah. Sorry.
Chick, are people mad about this? Like, does it? I heard there's like unwritten rules in baseball. Like, you're not supposed to score after a certain inning if you're up by so many. Are people angry about this?
I would think that they would have to be.
Not necessarily. I mean, what if the majority of their runs were scored in the first 5 innings?
Sure. Yeah. I don't know.
Didn't a guy hit a home run? He's instead of taking a pitch.
Yeah.
Like 6 weeks ago, and his own manager got mad
Yes,
at him.
yeah.
Because they were ahead by 4 or something. He hit a grand slam, and everybody got upset.
But I mean, these individual players, they have statistics that would affect their salary. So here you go, August 25. Oh, wow.
What?
August 25th, 1922.
Oh, well.
Highest scoring game in Major League history. The Chicago Cubs defeated the Phillies from Philadelphia 26-23.
Wow.
Oh, so that's the total
score.
runs. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, but then, baseballs are made out of lard. So, so they were all singles. I bet that was exciting.
Yeah, that was small ball.
Bump the runner up. Here we go.
Yeah, most of the.
Let's go, boys.
A lot of the scores were way back. I'll try to see if there's one sort of the more modern era.
Yeah, back then you still had to catch the ball just bare hand. No mitts back then.
Yeah.
They were almost no mitt.
Oh, really?
If you ever look at an old baseball glove, they were like nothing. They were like leatherhead helmets, kind of.
You ever been to the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
I mean, you see those. God, they're and they look so flat. Maybe that's the way they were stored.
Yeah, they were so thin.
Record for the most runs by a team in a single game, 36, set by the Chicago Colts. Now the Chicago Cubs against the Louisville Colonels, which joined the National League in 1892. This happened 36 runs on June 29th, 1897.
Wow.
Do we count it?
No.
Do we still count it? I don't think we do we? No, I agree.
Well, when would you consider the modern era? Maybe the 50s? Or,
late 50s, early 60s, I would think.
I don't know. Maybe even earlier. Well, we'd have to ask one of the baseball folks. An interesting question, certainly. Coming up in sports, I understand we have a great world record.
Nope, we don't. None of them. Nope.
2 of them, and they're so exciting.
Tom loves them. You don't seem to care for them.
We got a new word that someone's made up that Tom certainly embrace. I can't wait for that argument.
Is it Blarsel?
No.
It's something that none of us could do even for 30 seconds.
You should try. You're the closest one to.
Yeah, and I could never do it. It's really cool. I watched the video.
I'll give you the word, and if you realize what it is, don't spit it out. Just think about it. It's swuggling.
Swuggling.
Okay, we'll be right.
That sounds like a Willy Wonka word.
It does. We swuggled the Oompa Loompas.
Loompa, swuggledy-doo.
Well, it was your birthday.
That's right.
There's a little bow for this break right there.
Snuggling during sodomy. Let's see.
What?
Where were we?
Well, you're usually crying. That's why
Where were? Also coming up, a fascinating story about music. Just a big picture story about music. It's not about a musician.
Sounds vague, therefore uninteresting.
Yeah, incredibly boring and uninteresting. We'll have another news story about life. Life.
I will give you a hint about the music story.
Oh, bad music.
Yes, terrible.
Bad music.
Even worse. Yes, terrible music.
Why are we doing tech music?
Because you're going to find out why.
I kind of like that stuff.
Is that dubstep? What is it?
And also coming up,
EDM.
it will be almost hammer time. But I'm not going to tell you why. I do want to tell you right now that this is the time to maybe grab some jewelry for her or for him or for anybody through our buddy Steven Singer at IHateStevenSinger.com. That's right, Steven Singer Jewelers has something going on. And what's going on is they're great prices all the time. And that would include, by the way, what Josh likes to call a just because gift.
That's right.
And maybe this is the time. Because it's not really that special of a time. You can make it special by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. Oh, a bracelet would be nice.
Yeah.
A necklace would be nice. Earrings, very nice.
She deserves it. You deserve it.
How about yell to her, "Hey, Edith, get me a beer" on Sunday, and then you give her a little just because gift when she comes in with your beer.
And you mean when she spills it on your lap on purpose?
Yes,
okay,
and then
that's
she'll
good.
feel bad when you
It's
go to beer.
IHateStevenSinger.com. By the way, Steven Singer, the famous 100-day, 100% money-back guarantee. So if, by chance, you get the wrong bracelet, and she goes, "I really wanted earrings," well, okay, we can
Let's
fix
say
it.
you give your mistress's bracelet to your wife, and vice versa. Well,
this is not helping, is it? The point is, you go to IHateStevenSinger.com. It's famous for, of course, fast, free, and safe shipping. Get that order in before 2 o'clock Eastern Time. It's probably going to go out that day. Do a little homework. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com and review all the cool stuff there, including, of course, the famous gold dip roses. That's right. And, of course, the famous engagement ring collection. IHateStevenSinger.com. Fast, free, safe shipping. Steven Singer Jewelers. You'll find them once again at IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Hello, Steven. And I'd also like to remind you that coming up, we have the chocolate Whopper in the news. That's right. And it's not just the chocolate Whopper candy that already exists. It is the Whopper
I don't
hamburger
think
from Burger King.
there are any vanilla Whoppers, are they? I think all the Whoppers are chocolate. I think, isn't that right?
No.
Okay, never mind.
We'll find out more, I think. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to share something? Send us an email. BobandTom@BobandTom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, I'm Mark Allison. Good morning. It is September 10th, Thursday. Yes, we are here live. Social distancing, keeping our separation from each other because we know we're all filthy and dirty. So it's always good to keep separated. Glad you could join us. Al Jackson on the way. Does it feel a little bit like Christmas morning? Okay, maybe not Christmas morning, but it is. Opening day of the NFL season. Tonight, the Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Houston Texans, two of the highest paid quarterbacks in the offseason. Meet on the field, Patrick Mahomes, my man, taking on Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans. Should be a great matchup, and it's finally here. The NFL, our long national nightmare is over. 2020 gets a little bit better tonight with the NFL. Kansas City taking on Houston, and Chick will have more coming up in sports right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Kyle Lowry, 23 points, 8 boards, 6 assists, 53 minutes. The Raptors outlast the Celtics in double overtime, 125-122. And the Clippers are 1 win away from their first trip to the Western Conference Finals, a 96-85 win last night over the Denver Nuggets in Game 4. NHL playoffs last night. Nikita Kucherov scored with 8.8 seconds left to give the Lightning a 2-1 win and a 2-0 lead in the NHL's Eastern Conference Final over the New York Islanders. Kansas City Chiefs fans who go to Arrowhead tonight for a masked and socially distanced start to the NFL season will not be allowed to wear headdresses or face paint amid a nationwide push for racial justice. Jalen Ramsey becoming the highest-paid defensive back in NFL history after agreeing to a 5-year, $105 million contract with the star of Hard Knocks on HBO, the Los Angeles Rams. And Major League Baseball winners last night in interleague action. Milwaukee, the White Sox, the Mets, and San Francisco win. American League, Kansas City, Yankees, Texas, and Oakland. And National League winners, San Diego, Cincinnati, Atlanta, and the Dodgers. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I heard you talking about that old guy that was kind of going to town with the sex toy at the Lions Den.
Yeah, it was a lady.
It was a lady.
I guess that means it's rabbit season. Get it?
No,
I get it.
Very good. Very good.
You know, my ex-wife, Big D's got a few of those buzzers.
Does she now?
She's got one so big as last time we traveled, Delta made her gate check it.
Wow.
And now she don't play with it on account of that pink tag getting in the way, of course.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Now, Bob and Tom Motion Pictures presents a new psychological thriller. What happens when two people from very different worlds meet? Will they even understand each other? The Bob and Tom Show's very own Tom Griswold plays himself.
Hi, everybody.
Opposite hip-hop legend P. Diddy Combs.
Man, what's happening?
It's the mega blockbuster that says, look out, Tom Cruise, cause Tom Griswold is Vanilla Guy.
What is hip? Yo. What is hot? Word. Some guys know. Come on. Some do not. Huh? Especially Tommy G. What? He's huh? I'm lost. My man.
It's P. Diddy and Tom Griswold together for the first time.
Howdy and greetings. I just want to say that it's a real honor to work with you, Sean. Yo. Right on, G. Seriously, Sean, I am a big fan.
Sean, you see any crusty-ass white bitch named Connery around here, white boy? Because that's the only Sean I know.
I catch the drift of your correction, bro. Actually, I believe Sean Connery's Scottish. You can tell from his rolling R's and his tendency to break words down by syllables. But be that as it may, I'm hip to where you're coming from, blood. And I'd be delighted to refer to you by your famous gangsta moniker, Puff Daddy.
Puff Daddy? What year do you think this is, fool? What the man? What I'm saying is, the name Puff Daddy done went stale, man. Man, I got to be fresh, G. Now, you see what I'm saying? Now, I'm banging with P. Diddy, all right?
Right on, Mr. Diddy. I'm right there with you, homely.
Vanilla Guy. When it's all over, they know each other better than they know themselves.
Man, can we bust a rap?
Well, okie dokie. That'd be quite an honor. Right back at you, Mr. Diddy.
I party all night and I sleep all day.
I have a golden retriever and a 401k.
Don't with me, I'll bust a cap in your ass.
I pay an ethnic gentleman to cut my grass. You're one of the players.
You one of the hunkies.
We have one thing in common.
We're both hung like donkeys. The donkeys. The donkeys. He's my man. That vanilla guy, he's a
646 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy has an update on the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather. Mix of sun and clouds today with a high of 82. Mainly clouding up late in the day Friday, but cooler, high 80. We have some fog around, so be careful. 68.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Let's get back to the action. This is the Bob and Tom Show. It's great to be here. With Ace Cosby, our engineer, Chick McGee, of course, the way right over there at the sports desk.
How about you?
Very good. This is Tom speaking. There's Josh Arnold. I can see him from here. He's in the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. That's the big room. That's our entire population. 4. These 4 men in a great big room with nice HVAC. Got the breeze blowing. Circulating the COVID through the UV filters. Thank you very much. There's Willie G back there in the glass booth. On stage this evening, Chicago. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's Laugh Factory. Get some tickets in my Instagram bio. They're free.
Free tickets.
Putting out those laughs at the factory.
In Chicago.
Can we all go? Then we can take tomorrow off.
Yeah, field trip.
Yes.
Field trip.
Holy moly.
Hey, thanks.
All of us in a cramped car for 2 hours. What do you
too
think?
much to do
If
today.
I'm taking a day off, it won't be because of some Thursday night open mic.
Sorry I brought it up. There's Christy Lee. She's in the Navy Federal Credit Union
First off,
newsroom.
it's not an open mic. It's an independently produced show at a comedy club, and you know how great those are, Josh.
Curses.
Those are some of my those were always some of my favorite shows to do.
Also,
I
if
would
you guys
support you.
You guys could come. I checked the tickets. Tickets are a little low, so if you guys come, there'll be at least 9 people there.
Very good.
That's exciting.
Where was I? Oh, I know. We're here, and you're there at the sports desk. What else have we missed?
Yes, you're here. I'm there. And here we go. A Kansas man has set the Guinness World Record for running the fastest backwards mile.
Can you imagine how difficult that would be? Wait till you hear the time on this. Go
Aaron
ahead.
Yoder, and I'm not aware of anyone being named Yoder that's not Amish, but maybe so. I don't know.
That'd make it really tough doing it in that Amish gear.
Yeah, with the hat and the beard. And
big cloggy leather shoes.
Aaron Yoder completed the backwards mile in 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Boy.
Wow.
I could train for 2 years and not do a forward mile.
Yeah, me either.
Oh, no kidding.
He beat the
You
previous
couldn't do
record.
a forward mile that fast. If there
Be
was
careful.
If there was what?
If there was food at the end of it?
If I was attached to a space shuttle?
If you smelled pizza at the end of
That's what I was going to go for.
You're both going to go for if I smelled pizza.
Well, no, I'm sorry. No, I wasn't. I'm trying to say, I was doing what Chick was trying to do earlier when I'm trying to guess what he's going to be mean. But now I do realize that it is just me being mean. I do that.
It's weird how he drags you into it and then you become mean.
Yeah, he does. It's odd.
Yeah, it's very
Could you imagine how difficult that would be?
He beat the previous record by 24 seconds. Can I imagine how hard it would be to run a mile backwards?
I can't even walk backwards.
Yeah. I think I could do. I think I could imagine.
Is there video?
Yeah. And we'll keep reading. It explains that
the previous record was set back in 2015 when loaf of bread was a nickel. Mr. Yoder ran the mile on a straight stretch on a Kansas road, which was free of any
What do you mean
obstacles.
you're out? You wanted him around a track?
Yes, I want him not to make the turns.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Again, you
that
couldn't
would
do it. I'll
add
tell you,
some,
you couldn't beat this guy in a golf cart.
Yeah, I might not be able to, depending on where the governor was at.
He was free of any obstacles like moving vehicles or stray pedestrians. He set the latest record on September 4th in Lindsborg as part of the New Balance Fifth Avenue Mile fine shoe, which went virtual this year due to the pandemic. According to a study from the National Center for Biotechnology Information.
That's not a real
That's a front for something. Backwards running uses more leg muscles than forwards running, just like a frown uses more muscles than a smile.
That's true.
That is true.
So So
Boy,
use less muscles today.
You must have the strongest
Smile.
face in the world.
It was so
How much can your face lift? No, that's kind of two jokes there.
325.
Or zero.
How much can your face lift? Yeah.
Yoder said, when I'm running backwards, it almost feels like I'm flying because it's such a different visual perspective seeing how far I've gone.
No, it doesn't.
As opposed to how far I need to go.
Oh, please.
Peace, everyone.
It's a great video, and he's on this beautiful. It looks like the beginning of a movie because there's a shot from high up above, and he's running backwards down this in the middle of nowhere, and you see the fields on both sides. He occasionally strays away from the yellow line, takes a quick look over his shoulder. It's quite a feat.
Here's my whole thing.
I mean, it is fast.
Yeah, there's a house coming up here. I wonder can you imagine if there's some stoned kid sitting on the porch? All of a sudden you see some guy run by backward. Oh man, what the hell's going on?
Time in reverse.
It's time in reverse.
Am I going forwards? Is he going backwards, man?
Here's my whole thing, though. I feel like if I spent a lot of time learning how to crawl like a slug really fast, I could probably break some sort of record for crawling like a slug really fast, but who cares, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's probably a record. There's probably a crawling record.
And also, I'm certain there's some sort of NFL defensive back or safety that could do this faster.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
If they would try.
But see, and maybe for short distances. Now, I know the short distance record for backwards walking.
You know this?
Oh, my
Yes, is when I came upon Mr. and Mrs. Dalton when I was 7 years old. Joanne and I opened her parents' bedroom, and they were doing it. That was the
What?
That was the fastest
That was
backwards.
the fastest backwards walk.
You said you came upon them, though. I don't understand.
Oh, no, I was no, I think Mr.
How dare you?
I think Mr. Dalton came upon.
Oh, that's awkward.
Oh, you're not kidding.
Hey,
By the way, wait a minute, one more thing.
Oh, God.
Christy, this backwards walking.
Running.
I'm sorry, the backwards running, of course. Thank you very much. It's like in Ferris Bueller.
What do you mean?
You can actually become younger. It takes years off if you run backwards, much like running the odometer.
Benny Button yourself.
Running the odometer down. We have more?
Like Benjamin Button. Yes.
Can we just give me the teaser?
Swaggling. We'll answer what that means coming back.
I'm excited.
Swaggling.
Swaggling, okay.
All right.
It's in the news. And a special request
Swaggle?
for a great song from Tim Cavanaugh.
Oh.
I think you'll enjoy very much, with a really good explanation as to why we want to hear it.
Okay.
It involves Daddy being passed out in the driveway. Do they ever? What I want to know about this backwards or anything, and I have not read it. I don't know if. Do they ever do races where you'd have two people side by side running backwards?
When you run into each other?
Well, that's part of the challenge.
I haven't seen the video. Does he wear the mirrors like the bike riders do on his face?
No, he does not.
How could he know where he's going?
Yeah, how the hell can he?
He's got a crew behind him, so I mean, it would be nothing would be funnier.
No, if they all topple.
You know, a Porsche comes up over the hill.
Well, I guess if
the crew scatters.
He just has to stay on the lane, I guess.
Yeah, he's looking at the center line.
Okay.
And anybody that's in his way gets out because they hear the boop, boop, boop.
Oh, he's got that going the whole time?
He's got that sound, so they get out of the way.
And you don't win by a nose, you win by an ass. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Hey, Mark Allison along with you. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Al Jackson on the way. By the way, Al Jackson, now an author, wrote a children's book, Where is Baby Ford? That's available at aljacksonlive.com. We'll have more about his new book coming up when he stops by via Zoom from Denver, Colorado. Al Jackson on the way on a Thursday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. A GOP coronavirus relief package is facing dire prospects in a Senate test vote. Negotiators involved in recent efforts to strike a deal for a bill that could pass before the November election say they see little reason for hope. Instead, it appears all Congress will do is pass legislation to avoid a federal shutdown as lawmakers head home to campaign. A Northern California wildfire is threatening thousands of homes after winds whipped it into a monster that incinerated houses in a small mountain community. The North Complex fire northeast of San Francisco exploded to 6 times its previous size between Tuesday and Wednesday, thanks to gusting winds. Those winds have subsided, but after the flames damaged or destroyed hundreds, if not thousands, of homes and other buildings. Some 20,000 people are under evacuation orders. And the wildfires raging across the Pacific Northwest are the worst in the state history for Oregon. The firefighters struggled to contain and douse flames fanned by the 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Officials in some western Oregon communities gave residents go-now orders to evacuate, meaning they had minutes to flee their homes. Destructive blazes were burning in a large swath of Washington state as well. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom show's on the way.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 24 days and 27 days a week and 24 like the show with the guy who whispers all the time. It saves the world. And Bob and Tom 24/7. Hey, it won't blow up the world.
He'll beat you to the emergency room and paint a devastating picture of pain and gloom. He'll hate to hear all about your wreck, but deep down he's kind of happy that you broke your neck. He's almost a doctor, he's worse than a crook. He's the lawyer on the back of your telephone book. He can cry on cue and he can lie to your face, and he can probably get you a bigger neck brace. That made anybody that he won't sue. He'll get the radio station you was listening to, and if picking up your sisters in the police report, he can probably take that boot to court. Dick Weasel, attorney at law. If you're in a body cast, he's the man to call. He'll sue your boss and your mama and them. He can make a preacher want to injure him. He'll take him to court. He'll get you the cash. He's the Johnny Cochran of the bull whiplash. He's the slickest lawyer that you ever saw. He'll have you eating jawbreakers through a straw. He's willing to grovel, he's willing to beg. What would you say to a broken leg? We could get a fake cast put on your hand that might be worth another $2 or $3 grand. He'll take him to court and get the money real quick. He'll tell the judge that he's worried sick and find the sawbones to claim that your vertebra's bent, but you'll have to cough up another 10%. Dick Weasel, attorney at law. He's at Lee Bailey with bigger gall. He could make a 12-man jury squall over a compound fracture or some bad coleslaw. And Dick Weasel wants a third of this song.
Clock at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy has an update in the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Men. Partly cloudy, 82. Partly cloudy tonight, down to 60. Partly cloudy tomorrow, 80. We have fog out there. Be careful, 68.
Now, also, we've got some action, NFL action, which means action in another way, right, Josh?
That's exactly right. FanDuel Sportsbook is here and legal in Indiana. You got that right.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, FanDuel Sportsbook is an official partner of the Indianapolis Colts. Not only can you bet on Colts games, but you can do it risk-free up to $1,000 on FanDuel Sportsbook. Just place any bet you want. If you win, you keep the cash, of course. If you lose, get your entire bet up to $1,000 back in bonus site credit. Nothing to lose. FanDuel Sportsbook lets you bet all the action. The app is safe, it's secure, and FanDuel has special odds boosts for new and existing users. They'll also pay you your winnings in as little as 24 hours. That's one day, my friends. To claim your risk-free bet, download the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Get started now. Sign up with promo code WFBQ so they know that we sent you. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code WFBQ. You must be 21 and older and present in Indiana. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 14 days. Restrictions do apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code WFBQ.
Very, very good. Wow. Very good. Thank you very much. Coming up, info on the Bob and Tom golf outing next week. Hang on. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I've got something that'll make you happy, Josh.
Oh, okay.
In a matter of seconds. Josh, of course, at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick desk. There's Chick McGee. There's Ace Cosby. Getting ready for the Ace Cosby joke of the day, of course. This is Tom speaking. That composes the big room.
Yeah.
And then we go over there. Sorry, Christy.
Don't leave a word like composing hanging out there.
We have Christy Lee over there. She's in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Willie G is over there.
She's tuckered this morning.
No, I'm not.
Had a big birthday celebration.
It's your boyfriend's birthday.
It was yesterday.
Did you get him a nice present?
I did.
Can you say what it was? Is it private? That's okay.
No, I got him a propeller off of an old warplane. I know that sounds ridiculous.
Oh, it's
but...
really bad news for the guy who's going to go flying today.
What the hell?
Can't get any airspeed. Damn props off the thing.
Yeah.
That's
Where's he
cool.
you hang that up? Or?
Yeah, he hung it in his living room.
So
It's
he
really
works
cool.
he works at a Fridays?
Yeah, exactly. He works at a Friday.
He lives in a Fridays, you jackass.
All right. Well, that's a great gift.
That is a great.
If you saw it, you'd go, "Oh my
the kind of
God."
thing only a single guy can have. Though.
Did you hear
cool.
the
You know, it makes sense.
If you saw this, it's great.
No, those are
is
super
great.
cool. I get that.
Yeah.
It's just that's one of those things that if you had that if you were a single guy and you had that up, it would be down as soon as she moved in. Okay, just saying.
What did it look like? Did it have kraut blood all over it?
Oh, my Lord.
Get him, Josh. Get him, Josh.
Here, I will send a picture of it to you.
Josh, if we could, this will make you happy. If we could review the new mile run backwards record.
Okay.
Why are we reviewing this?
I wanted to read this story.
Here, I airdropped it to you, Tom, so you can see
Maybe
the
I'll pass it along to Christy. I'll just read the
What?
headline. A new study shows why working for a person with a boring name is a bad idea.
His full
The
name
names
isn't boring.
like Bill or Bob.
What?
And I'm assuming Tom is right in there. It's a bad idea.
So just the one first name.
Yep.
Oh.
This study was done by Rice University for 2 decades over almost 1,200 people.
Interesting.
CEOs with uncommon names tend to develop a conception of being different from peers and accordingly pursue strategies that deviate from industry norms.
Boy, this sounds like corporate BS if I've ever heard it. This sounds like the commercials they run on NPR.
Said Tom. What do you want about the world record running backwards? What do you
Josh was upset with the running. You were upset with the backwards running because what?
Because it's a straight line. He doesn't have to maneuver any curves.
Right.
The previous record was done on a track.
Well, that will forever be my...
on an oval-shaped track.
See, that makes...
Well, this record should
agree.
have an asterisk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's interesting. And watching the guy doing it on the track, see, that's a little tricky because he's got to look over his shoulder.
Of course
and make
he
sure
does.
Isn't.
Therefore, he's more skilled, yeah.
I just thought you'd find that interesting. And
It leans to one side now.
I want to see the... yeah.
They call him Old Lefty.
Yeah.
Let's see. It would be righty.
Righty, yeah.
Right? Well, I
Well,
guess
which
you could go
depending-
the way he's doing it, it would be
Righty
he's looking
tighty,
over his right
lefty
shoulder.
loosey.
Now, I want to know what the record is, the world record for the fastest backwards high hurdles.
Yeah, I'd like to know that,
now
too.
we're talking. You got a Fosbury flop, each one of them.
If it's more than one, I'll be impressed.
That would be something.
Where else are we in the world of records?
Stupid.
We got another one.
Is that right?
An Oregon man has set the Guinness World Record for most catches while swaggling.
Swaggling.
That's right, swimming and juggling.
Swimming and juggling.
And if you see this,
How
you're
can
going.
you-
Is he treading water?
He had to be treading water.
Is
he moving forward?
He's moving backward. He's on his back. It's kind of a backstroke thing with his kicking, and then he's
Trying not to drown.
And then he's juggling.
Yeah.
While swimming backwards.
The
It's
gentleman's
tricky.
name, evidently, this is a true statement. The gentleman's name, Bob Evans.
Oh.
Down on the farm, huh? He did that.
And by the way, judging by this guy's age,
Yes.
His parents knew that when they named him
Bob
Evans.
Wouldn't you go with Robbie Evans?
I mean,
or
how do you not
Burt
go by
Evans,
Robert? Yeah, it's
or-
right there.
Or
I mean, even Robert Evans has its.
maybe Tom.
Did I set the records for swaggling? Damn right I did. Robert Evans. Thank
So now you could try this one, Josh, although instead of swaggling, it would be druggling, which is drowning while juggling.
Yeah, it would be druggling.
That was funny.
You think you could swaggle?
No, absolutely not. And I can't say the name Bob Evans without going down on the farm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sausage gravy.
Oh,
man.
they make good
And he's a
gravy.
school teacher. Oh, yeah, the kids every day. God, poor guy.
Bob Evans is a coach and fifth grade teacher at Pacific Ridge Elementary School. Wow, good luck.
Oh, I
man.
bet they've seen Sasquatch.
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
That's right in the heart of Bigfoot country.
Absolutely.
He earned the title of swaggling. He made 101 catches with 5 balls. Well, technically 7. Far
balls.
surpassing the previous
How does he ride a
record.
bike?
The previous record was 25. The new record's 101.
Yikes.
That shattered it.
Shadooby.
That's right. Nice. He also completed 224 catches while juggling with 4 balls in the pool, a record that is not recognized by Guinness.
Yes, they have standards.
He's an outlier. Of all the things they recognize.
Why would they waste they're not going to deign the 4-ball juggler.
Nude juggling while having your sack painted like
like a Fabergé egg.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's a record.
Is there some sort of alternative David Rush that only does records Guinness doesn't recognize?
Oh,
And
probably.
They won't even recognize these records.
I'm
mainstream
sure.
Guinness.
Yeah, we'll probably be hearing from him soon.
It's like the Doug Stanhope Montreal.
Don't say his name. Oh, David Rush. Hack. He's not a record setter.
Oh, that's funny. So I'm sorry, swaggling?
Swaggling.
Sounds like a porn term.
It does, in a sense, yeah.
Well, first they did the blumpkin, and then they were swaggling. That's gross.
Well, they already say chugging, right?
What?
Never mind.
What's
Has to do with a birthday
Swaggling would
celebration.
involve one of those squeegees on a stick and a possible arrest warrant. Very, very disturbing. Well, congratulations to Mr. Bob Evans. Sounds like a good guy.
Down on the farm.
And those Bob Evans sides you can get at the grocery store and make it your own. There's something else.
Does it say what time he did the record?
Yeah. 12:15.
They're chicken noodles.
Why do you think it should have been?
By 11 a.m. on a Sunday. That's when Bob Evans usually starts just kicking ass.
That's when he's
a line to get in.
Yeah.
Have you ever been at a Bob Evans? It's like a casting call for today's Baptist. It's
Sunday
with the short sleeve shirts
gets
and the
toward noon.
They have the pies by the door, right?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Of course, I can say that. I'm going to hell. But
I pray
I
for
love
you.
places like that. Don't you? My
Yes.
gosh. A Perkins, a Bob Evans, give them all to me.
Cracker Barrel, all of them. Yes.
Booth, table, or
Booth.
bar?
And you know what I like?
You
No,
don't
I don't like the bar. I don't like the breakfast.
love the bar.
I like the bar at Waffle House, maybe.
My buddy and I were eating at a bar.
Why at Waffles? That way you feel less alone.
We were
at
eating
3 a.m. having his last call.
Who feels
skulking out by yourself?
Having your third supper.
Who feels alone when they have a plate of smothered and covered hash browns?
Yeah, I rarely feel alone.
No one's alone.
No, I don't care.
No, everybody's your
I
friend.
eat by myself. I don't mind
The
it.
bar was full. We were having breakfast, and it's the morning we heard the famous quote from down the bar. Yeah, that ain't even her. Those are his tags on that truck.
Okay.
Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah,
Makes sense.
That's right. Bob Evans.
Okay.
Get
You
the
like a
lowdown.
circular booth? When it's just you, have you ever done that and you feel like you own the place?
Yes, you feel like Al Capone.
Yeah,
you feel like
do.
a king.
You do feel like Capone.
But as soon as your friends come and you have to ask to go to the bathroom,
that's all over.
Yeah.
You also ask
Do you
for a
scoot
phone,
over if
though,
you're in a
right?
circular booth by yourself? Do you stay in the aisle?
If it's just me? Oh, no.
I sit in the middle.
I get in the middle.
Way back
and
in
So you can reign over the table?
Yes, and I do. I feel like Sinatra at the
Make it
Sands.
really difficult for your server because she can't reach your
You gotta ask for a phone
Yeah,
too.
that top-heavy broad can handle it.
Hey, baby, extra hollandaise sauce. Come on.
Hey, cheeks, over here.
You're about to find out how hot the coffee is. Groin style.
No, there's a lot of this. No, she loves it.
She loves it. She loves it.
I do that thing where I lay out like 5 singles. Like, every time you make a mistake, I take one of these away.
Oh, gosh.
Can you imagine?
People who do that. Oh, what is your problem?
People don't do
I
that.
hope
Yes, they
no one
do.
of it.
Yes, they
People
do.
still do that?
No.
Love everything
Oh,
about it.
I've never seen that.
How about
Me
this?
either.
I have a friend who, when the server goes, "How do you want your eggs?" This idiot. This guy goes, "Surprise me."
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
I hope
Surprise me.
She should walk out of the kitchen with 2 eggs and crack them over his head.
Boom. Yes.
And yell, surprise! How's that?
Oh, it's my buddy Lou in Michigan. I hate him.
He must have had a really good set in front of one of yours. By the way, Willie's on stage tonight, Chicago, the Laugh Factory.
I can't wait to see you on stage.
Now, again, the new swaggling record is juggling while swimming backwards. 224 successful catches while juggling 4 balls.
Who's counting those?
I don't know.
That's amazing.
I guess you just got to egg beater your legs the whole time and.
That's great. But swaggling does sound like swallowing while juggling.
Yes,
it does a little bit, yeah.
Again, would be the Guinness people probably wouldn't recognize.
That.
Yeah, I know.
Boy, the filthiest joke just came to mind. And
Is the word throat somewhere in there? Okay.
I'll still keep it to
all right,
myself.
we got a bunch of cool stuff coming up. Also, some news that's already very upsetting.
What?
Los Angeles is canceling Halloween.
No kidding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
What?
Well, there have to be some ways you can do some of the cool stuff.
You're wearing a mask anyway.
Elvira lives there. What's she going to... Elvira, if you need a place to celebrate Halloween.
Oh, your face.
Josh, thank you. Josh, what a nice offer that you gave. What a nice offer to Elvira.
Yeah.
I'm having a Halloween party on my face.
Come on over, Cassandra. I got you.
Okay. Right now, I want to remind you, coming up in the show, we got comedian Al Jackson. Al's got a new kids book out there. Also,
Sweet face.
I'll remind you that at Napa, you can get a 5-quart jug of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for just $26.99. An incredible oil for an unbeatable price, making this deal not just the best deal, but the best of the best. That's Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil. Right now, just $26.99. Quality parts, helpful people. That is Napa know-how.
Big fan.
Once again, 5-quart jug, Mobil 1 full synthetic.
And then you can make a band after that.
A jug band?
Yeah, if you put the oil in your car.
Like Mongo Jerry.
Wouldn't it be rather dangerous to be licking the oil?
You lick a jug when you have to wet it like a reed?
I don't
know
typically.
I don't know if you. I don't even think
you take your embouchure and you swab it.
No,
with
you
your-
don't. You don't even touch the jug with a proper jug.
That's Napa know.
Oh, so it's like hitting the ball out of a sand trap. You don't actually touch the sand. Okay, I got you. Thank you. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how. General States pricing, sales prices not include applicable. Sale prices not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. This offer ends September 30th, 2020. Once again, 5-quart jug, Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil, $26.99 from our friends at Napa. Coming up, we have a special request involving...
Me leaving?
Involving Daddy passed out in the driveway.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi,
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, party people, make sure you check out the Bob and Tom app in your iTunes or Google Play Store. Once you download the app, you can listen to your local station, tune in to Bob and Tom 24/7, even set an alarm that'll wake you up with the show. How cool is that? And it's free. The Bob and Tom app, again, available in your iTunes or Google Play Store. Let your friends, your neighbors, your coworkers, everyone you love who's a Bob and Tom fan know about this Bob and Tom app. It's a great way to keep track of the show and to listen to us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. David Coverdale of Whitesnake says he's finally had his hernia surgery. They announced in March that they called off all their concerts because not of the coronavirus pandemic, but because Coverdale had bilateral hernias that made it painful for him to sing. He tweeted Tuesday, 1,000 thanks to the medical personnel who took care of him and all the fans who stepped up to support him. Ronald Callis Bell, co-founder, singer of the group Kool and the Gang, has died at the age of 68. Bell passed away at his home in the U.S. Virgin Islands yesterday morning with his wife by his side. No cause of death was released. Kool and the Gang became one of the major groups in the 70s, and after a brief slump, returned to stardom in the 80s. They won a Grammy. He won a Grammy, rather, for his work on the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. And Colt Ford will put aside country music for a week to go back to his old day job, golf pro. Ford will make his PGA Tour Champions debut at the Sanford International in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Ford says in a PGA video, most people are unaware that he played the tour for about 10 years. The tournament will be shown on the Golf Channel Friday through Sunday. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
She was eating lunch at a meeting 3, and that's where she met me. She wrote her name on a napkin with her address and telephone. She had an ass that would not wait. I had the all-you-could-eat meatloaf plate, but wiped my mouth on that napkin. What a mistake, 'cause now her number's gone. I should have found something else to wipe it on, and her name is Jane Ketchup Stain. She lives on Mayonnaise Road. Her number was Heinz 57-4, something with the coleslaw area code. I don't know where she lives or who she is or what number to dial, but if I see her around town, I'll rewrite it all down on a dad-blame paper towel. And her name was Jane Ketchup Stain. She lives on Mayonnaise Road. Her number was Heinz 57-4, something with the coleslaw area code. I don't know who she is or where she lives or what number to dial, but if I see her around town, I'll rewrite it all down on a dad-blame paper towel.
Yeah. Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Also joining us in the studio, comedian John Bazar.
Well, I find that now that I need a woman, integrity, strength of character, honesty, but really the most important thing, got to have a big ass. I may be outside the pale on this one, judging by all the magazine covers I see, but I'm done with these ectoskeletal, wafer-thin, rice cake chomping chicks with the Ally McBeal arms and those heroin-looking legs. Yeah. Even the Three Little Pigs knew you don't build something out of sticks if you're going to spend any time inside.
But I can't stand the endorsements that come after that, because everybody's going to have their own shoe and selling shoes and telling these kids to buy shoes. Because honestly, I don't care what kind of shoe an athlete wears, and neither should you. My question is, what kind of shoe does a black surgeon or lawyer wear? What is Johnny Cochran wearing? That should be the commercial. When you can get a brother off a double homicide the whole world knows he's guilty of, that's a bad shoe.
We don't know anything about you, Christian. Are you a married guy, single guy?
I am married. I got married this past August. I am one of those lucky men. I'm one of those at first sight situations. I met my wife. I looked at her and I said, "Oh my God, this is the woman I want to spend the next 4 to 7 years with.
Wow. Wow, that's huge.
That is
Your expectations.
That is an exciting time, isn't it, Christian?
Isn't it sweet?
Yes,
Isn't
it
it
is.
That is lovely. How's it going?
It's not bad. She travels with me a lot, not as often as I like. I love traveling with my wife because every time we go away together, we play this really fun game. It's called How Is This My Fault?
We got inspired last night by the halftime show watching Tom Petty's.
Oh, all right.
And so I figured we could do a lot better, probably going back. He respected that I used to be known as Donnie Cougars. So this is Donnie Cougars and the Pork Breakers. Well,
7:20 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show. There's Tom dancing.
That's right. There's Christy Lee with her. I love that shirt, Christy.
Thank you, Tom. It's a very sunny, bright shirt for a sunny, bright day. Look for a high of 82.
You look like the girl in all those salesmen on the farm jokes.
Yeah.
I'll get to that in just a second.
Car X-Man calling for a mix of sun and clouds tomorrow and a high of 80. Fog early. Be careful out there. 68.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. The Bob and Tom golf outing for the Riley Hospital for Children coming up next week. Details, Q95.com. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We look forward to a lot of things in this life. One of them, of course, is...
the end of sports?
Well, now that you mention it, one of them is the Ace Cosby joke of the day, which, of course, is provided by our engineer, the voice, the legend. He is Ace Cosby. We're not going to do it now. I just wanted to say we're looking forward to it. Now, there's Chick. Josh Arnold, of course, at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick desk.
Hi, all.
Willie Griswold heading to Chicago for the special outing this evening at the Laugh Factory.
For highly recommended, not my open mic.
Not an open mic.
Oh, you got to go. You got to go see Willie and whoever.
And friends.
Hell else will be there.
And friends.
Yeah.
Well, and a couple enemies. He already said how much he hates the one guy because I forget what he did. But Christy Lee has got her, she's in her outfit where if you're doing one of those jokes about the salesman on the farm and he's got to sleep over one night.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Christy looks
Farmer's daughter?
Yeah, well, now, you can sleep in the barn, but stay away from my daughter. Well, hi, mister. Those are shiny shoes. What's it like to have shiny shoes?
Holy hell, he's got this whole scenario.
Yeah, he sure does.
Yes, sir. That is a nice set of shiny shoes.
Oh, my God.
Really? She seems to be focused on these shiny shoes.
Shiny shoes, I don't think would do it for me.
Why don't you take those shoes off? Let me see your feet.
Oh, all right.
I have a Tom Griswold surprise for you, Chick and Josh.
Oh, okay.
I brought in something special for you.
Oh, great.
Is that right?
Yes, I got each of you. Tom, I didn't get you. Sorry.
It's okay.
Because your own Molly McButters.
All right.
So that you too can have a baked potato and know the joy of a Molly McButter baked potato.
Well, thank you.
It's a virus miracle.
So you'll be getting that at the break.
This is because we were discussing the fact that Christy eats her potatoes dry. Well, first of all, we don't want to say hello to our friends in Idaho that provide many of the potatoes, but I prefer to support my dairy farmer friends. That's why I have real cream in my coffee. That's right. I have real butter, ladies and gentlemen. Margarine's for losers.
And with that,
I'm going to start that.
Hashtag margarine's for losers.
Josh, with my Molly McButter, I did get the potato sleeves that you recommended for the microwave.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I agree.
And in my defense, I was out with my girlfriend the other night. Guess what she ordered?
A dry potato?
Dry potato. She didn't even put Molly McButter on it.
Is that the only thing dry about her?
No. You are awful.
Hey, here's your replens.
Here's the difference.
Here's the difference. Got the dry muffin.
Awful human being.
Even your son. We were all thinking it. We weren't going to say it.
God.
Tom.
Well, I would think that someone with a dry potato would be a dry, boring person.
No, she's a wonderful person. I love her dearly.
The one that looks like they're crying all the time?
A dry potato's good.
Is this the one you can't? Is this the one you can't introduce to your Asian friends?
No.
Okay.
You know what? I think everyone has a friend that looks like they've been crying all the time.
Yeah,
I
have a friend who is crying all the time.
By the way, how's Godwin doing?
I heard his ears. He's gone deaf, is what I hear.
Flying to the danger.
I hear he's gone deaf. Huh?
I hope not.
No, he's having an ear issue. He's going to get something done today.
Yeah, in all seriousness, we all hope Matt Goodwin gets well soon.
Matt Goodwin? No, it's Goodman. Okay. Got a special request here. Love these. Love email.
Do you feel like we
Yeah, don't you?
Really love it. I can remember. I've been in radio long enough to remember the days when the fax machines first came in, and it was so great.
Fax?
Oh, they were great.
Scud missile. We
got the
that.
Scud missile fax literally 3,000 times.
Yeah.
But we'd get drawings and stuff. You don't get
bash
drawings
your
as
camel
much
balls with a sledgehammer and
Then it shoots.
have the missile in its mouth.
Yeah.
Man, that's funny.
Yeah.
We eventually started wallpapering one of the rooms with that, but got this letter and it leads to a fine request here. So you can reach us how, Josh?
Oh, well, email us at through the app or at Bob and... Is it Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com?
Yeah, it is.
No.
Well,
it's Bob and Josh at Big Boys specialsauce.com.
It's actually the Big Boys Funtimeshow.com. Get it right.
Good luck. Okay.
Well, my focus tends to be on the texting side of it because I get 69 cents per text.
You get nothing, of course. And
69.
That's exactly right.
Nice, chick.
888-262.
I'm gonna.
May I get the number out?
I doubt it.
888-262-8661, please.
Okay, first of all, Christy, have you ever heard of Peter Vella in the box?
No.
Apparently, it's some kind of boxed wine.
He's a jolly good fella, for he's a jolly good fella.
I'm not judging, but I don't really ever drink.
Well, this is
wine.
about a dad who apparently drank too much back in the day.
Okay.
And
there's probably some sad roots to this story. Someone getting battered, probably.
Where's this going?
Getting battered?
Okay, real quick. This is a listener who wrote in and said,
Yes, this comes to us from Aaron.
Okay.
Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
And it's a she, Aaron, and she
Should we
writes,
check this? Did we have a source it to find out if it's true?
Dad no longer drinks.
Okay.
He's dead.
Everything's okay.
Cirrhosis.
I was headed for the bus one morning when I was a kid, and I found him passed out in our gravel driveway.
Oh.
Wow.
Gets better with half a horseradish sandwich in his hand.
Wait a minute. Hold
Just
on.
bread and horseradish?
Ew.
Yeah, what's on a horseradish sandwich?
Well, there's supposed to be roast beef
I
on
would
it.
Yeah, maybe he ate the beef.
I forgot the roast beef.
This is a classic song from Little Timmy Cavanaugh.
Maybe Clara Peller. Found
It's about drinking with dignity.
When you've had too much to drink, there's certain things to keep in mind. Like if you find your hands and underarms are bleeding, your beer bottle might not have a twist-off cap. And don't ever go home with a woman they call Moose or Vince. And never bet that you can fit your head inside a glove compartment. Get drunk with dignity. Keep in mind that just because a bulldog licks your face, it's not necessary to lick him back. Stay away from drinks with names like brain seizure or hippo laxative. Get drunk with dignity. If a bar has human ears nailed to the walls, don't pass out there. And if your homemade Jell-O has some goldfish in it, you use the wrong bowl. And there are phrases you must learn to avoid. Phrases like, that badge looks stupid, and I can prove these shoes are fireproof. Get drunk with dignity. Try not to drool on bikers. Don't moon a nun unless you've got a real good reason. Don't get romantically involved with farm machinery. Get drunk with dignity.
Don't pass out with a horseradish sandwich on a gravel driveway while your girl's going to school in the morning.
Maybe this could be a topic. One of your parents passing out while you're trying to study for a big test.
It could be a topic on another show.
When you're a kid.
Unfortunately, Saved by the Bell.
So, hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Donnie, how are you?
Hey, Donnie.
I'm doing good. Man, I'll say it like this. I think I speak for us all. I'm about had it with these gender reveal parties.
Oh, yeah, the gender of the baby. There was the one a couple days ago started a giant fire.
Horrible.
I know. They've jumped the shark with it now. You know, kids' gender should be unveiled when they cut the cord, the way God intended. Mm-hmm. Or like my son Wolfie. Christy, you remember back when I put a baby in you? And the night you delivered, I was playing golden tee at Booney's, got the call, you got the Kegels, popped your mucus plug and started to push, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And
Sure. How could I forget?
doctor said between my temper and the way you rip and read, our little son Wolfie came out carving his own C-section. Swear to God. My point is there's no mystery no more, you know?
Yeah.
Back in the old days, you found out if it was a boy or a girl by the look on the dad's face when he walked out in the waiting room in the hospital.
What?
Well, Tom, if he had a big smile and was high-fiving, you know, and handing out cigars, you knew he had a boy.
Yeah.
If he came out, you know, walking, you know, with his head held down, weeping in despair, then you knew they were going to have to try again.
Is that how that used to be?
Wow.
I swear to God. You know, I don't even like it when they tell you during the sonogram if you're having a boy or a girl. I think it's unchristian. I
agree.
You know? I mean, let me guess if that's the left arm or a brand new baby boy Baker. Swear to God. Hey, I'll say it like this. The only good thing about going to get the sonogram is watching the fire-ass hot nurse, you know, rub Astroglide all over the woman's front butt. Well, to this day, I can't believe it ain't got its own category on Pornhub Premium. Swear to God. It's like, you better slow down there, Nurse Heather. I might accidentally put a baby in you before my copay clears, you know? And I'll be on the hook for 2 babies. And the fact remains, the only reason people even do these gender reveals is to get men involved.
I agree.
You know it's true, Christy. I mean, I already donated my sperm eggs and peed on a stick to prove it, so what else? Hey, women, stop giving us stuff that don't concern us. You know, we don't make you come to the tractor polls, so stop making us do all these gender revealing parties.
Yeah.
And before COVID, I don't know if I mentioned, I was forced to attend a gender reveal party for my buddy Travis and his girlfriend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know, all the dudes were just like messing around in the garage. He got a new dartboard. We was throwing darts, and then his baby mama Trina got all in a huff, ruined it. I was like, why do I care what gender the baby is, Trina? Based on the fact Tommy's Jeep's in your driveway every night after Travis heads off for third shift. Oh. Swear to God. Yeah, we ought to be doing less gender revealing and more DNA, and, you know. And I said it right to her face in front of friends and family. And spoiler alert, good news is no one's going to ask me to another gender reveal party. Swear to God.
One way to handle it.
Thank you very much.
Donnie.
Thank you very much, Donnie. Yeah, the gender reveal thing's gotten out of hand. As have the couples shower.
The couple's baby shower?
Yeah, that's... No, a couple's shower. That would
maybe you should do it, but not such a production. Maybe.
Well, sure. The gender reveal. Yeah, have the cake.
Have the cake, and that's
right.
about it.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a plane reenacting.
Does everyone have to know in advance?
No, but
can't there be a little mystery still?
No, but I think the cake is fun, and I think like the football player who threw the football and exploded is fun. Yeah. I think as long as pyrotechnics aren't involved, go crazy, right? I mean, I don't know.
How do baby showers work when they don't know the gender?
Well, you get a lot of yellow stuff.
Okay. Or just basic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yellow, green, gray, you know, very neutral.
Unless you're a gypsy woman, and then you know for sure.
Yeah, you can tell.
You can tell by the way the woman's carrying.
The way the bones.
You swing a wedding ring over the pregnant lady.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
It's magic and tradition is what it is.
Oh, it's good. It's good to know. Is that sports?
Yes, that's
thank you very much.
A long time ago.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
Christy Lee, it's back to you in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
Los Angeles County has canceled trick-or-treating this year. Health officials released guidelines for Halloween that prohibits door-to-door trick-or-treating, trunk-or-treating parties, haunted houses, as well as carnivals, festivals, and live entertainment.
Could they just trick-or-treat and say it was a protest?
Yeah, probably.
Then they would be allowed to do it?
Yeah. The guidance does allow socially distanced festivals such as online parties and contests, car parades, and Halloween yard decor.
Do you think anybody would participate?
Okay, so decorations are still fine.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, and I like the car parade idea, but I don't know. I think I'm going to try to figure out a way to have.
Yeah, I will.
Pre-made bags that are. I don't know. Maybe that'll be illegal too. Who knows?
Turn the lights out. Act like you're not home. Voila! Trick or treat.
Yeah, poor chick, man. The one time you tried to get into it,
I tried,
and no one showed up.
2 straight years.
Yeah,
I only had one person.
Got too many long driveways.
We get dozens at my house.
Yeah.
So it's because it's a great neighborhood.
And you have golf carts, and people can ride around, and
they all want to get a
fancy.
look at you in the wild. Is he in there? What's he doing?
No, I'm not in there. I'm out with the girls trick or treating.
Oh yeah, you had the radio flyer wagon and the 6-pack of beer walking around the neighborhood. That's right.
No. I'm in a golf cart. Are you kidding?
With a 6-pack of beer. Never mind.
I love that.
I'm reading about these Los Angeles rules. Throwing eggs and setting dog poop on fire in baggies on front porches is still legal.
Oh.
Well, that's weird. All the pranks are still allowed.
Yeah, the classics. The obvious question is the kids are all wearing masks already anyway.
I know, that's what what's the deal?
I guess the most popular costume is going to be doctor, nurse. Because
everybody's going to be wearing a surgical mask? Yeah.
Wearing a surgical mask kind of takes away from the, I don't know, like for the Lone Ranger or the Star Wars guy. I don't know.
Can you ride around in a car and throw eggs at other motorists? Is that still the thing?
Oh, sure, until you get pulled over by the police.
Yeah. I did that one Halloween.
You did?
Guy coming at me was a Jeep.
Yeah?
And I hit his windshield just so, and it just shattered.
The windshield?
Yeah.
Oh. Did you run?
What a mess.
We were in a car. We got out of there, yeah.
Wow.
What a jerk
I know. I've looked back at some things like that too and gone, what a punk.
That's not great.
Toilet paper in houses.
I sprayed people with a fire extinguisher one time.
With a fire extinguisher?
What a jerk.
Was it one of the foamy ones or?
It was like more sandy, but it was real like foggy.
How old are you?
26. I was in a foreign country, and everything was awful.
I think I was a sophomore in high school in my defense, but
not proud of it. I was so drunk.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, may I ask how many beers?
Oh, dude, I can't even. Soju was it was in Korea. So
whatever they had, I think.
Yeah, it was.
That's
So I remember one guy got out of a cab and he was in like a like a custodial work outfit. It was late at night. He must have just gotten off work, and as soon as he got out of the cab, I walked up and just sprayed him with the fire extinguisher.
You jerk.
I want an ass.
Laughing like a maniac.
Oh, what an idiot! I'm so.
Okay,
I've got some repenting to do.
You do indeed.
I think you just did. I think you're okay now.
All right.
I think
I'm
not sure. Confessed.
I think there's going to have to be some community service.
Yes,
I forgive you,
some
Josh.
international donations, et cetera, et cetera. So no trick-or-treating in L.A. Have you ever happened to be in Los Angeles during Halloween?
Close, but not actually on Halloween.
It's very weird. People hand you an avocado and ask you to read their screenplay. All right.
You know that happens.
I just wanted some candy corn. For God's sake. Okay.
It's going up to, John Travolta's house. Oh, thanks for my kids. Really quick. It's Con Air meets Griswold's Family Vacation.
The elevator pitch. Coming up, we have, we'll talk with our good friend, comedian Al Jackson. We have a story that really scared me when I saw the headline.
What?
Here. It's about airline pilots spilling coffee on the console of the aircraft.
What? Oh, shucks, not again.
I'm totally serious. And they have to redesign a certain aircraft. Wow. Well, they got time right now because of the certain things going on. But we'll be right back with that. Oh, and also, did Columbus bring syphilis to Europe? New research says maybe not.
Oh.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Mark Allison with you, rolling through a Thursday morning. It is September 10th. Al Jackson on the way. For everything Bob and Tom, check out bobandtom.com. All the latest highlights, news, information, links to our social media sites. We know you kids love your social media. And, of course, much, much more. A great way to keep track of the show and all the fun we're having, bobandtom.com. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Kyle Lowry, 23 points, 8 boards, 6 assists, 53 minutes. The Raptors outlast the Celtics in double overtime, 125-122. And the Clippers are 1 win away from their first trip to the Western Conference Finals, a 96-85 win last night over the Denver Nuggets in Game 4. NHL playoffs last night. Nikita Kucherov scored with 8.8 seconds left to give the Lightning a 2-1 win and a 2-0 lead in the NHL's Eastern Conference Final over the New York Islanders. Kansas City Chiefs fans who go to Arrowhead tonight for a masked and socially distanced start to the NFL season will not be allowed to wear headdresses or face paint amid a nationwide push for racial justice. Jalen Ramsey becoming the highest-paid defensive back in NFL history after agreeing to a 5-year, $105 million contract with the star of Hard Knocks on HBO, the Los Angeles Rams. And Major League Baseball winners last night in interleague action. Milwaukee, the White Sox, the Mets, and San Francisco win. American League, Kansas City, Yankees, Texas, and Oakland. And National League winners, San Diego, Cincinnati, Atlanta, and the Dodgers. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
The woman who popularized gender reveal parties has once again called for them to end.
Please. Following
the devastating wildfire in California that was started by a gender reveal device. She added, "For the love of God, stop burning things down to tell everyone about your kid's penis. No one cares but you."
First, this is what happened when you invite guys into the baby shower world.
That's a great point.
Yeah, I mean, guys don't want to go, and and you bring guys in, they're going to want to blow stuff up.
Yeah.
That's what's happening here.
There you go.
That's right.
This is viva la différence, as they say in France. Okay?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Ross Bennett, and you're listening to Bob and Tom every day, 24 hours a day, nonstop. It's always going to be here, and I can't sleep.
There was a blind man with a talented nose. He could guess any smell from a fart to a rose. He'd never been stumped in all of his days, and all who had seen this were truly amazed. This blind man grew famous from East Coast to West. His schnoz would be put to the ultimate test. On a TV show, he would challenge his foes. Every Saturday night, the Incredible nose. Sniff, sniff with the Incredible nose. He puts on such incredible shows. Sniff, sniff, whip, whip, look at him go. There's no smell that he doesn't know. No, 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 no. On the very first show, they passed under his beak an old brown pine needle, the scent very weak. He said it's a pine needle from the west coast, near the town of Eureka, where the great redwoods grow. The audience roared and they gave him a hand. Then they waved past his nose a small grain of sand. It's sand off a beach down Mexico way, near Puerto Vallarta, where the rich people play. Sniff, sniff, whiff, the incredible nose. He puts on such incredible shows. Sniff, sniff, whiff, whiff, look at him go. There's no smell that he doesn't know. No, 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 no. Nothing could stump him, his nose was the best. Was there no odor that could not be guessed? There was just one more test that he must pass. On stage walked the woman with the world's largest ass. She hoisted her panties up to his chin. He nervously said, "May I smell that again?" He nodded and smiled as he cleared his throat. It's the outhouse door of a big tuna boat.
7:45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Christy Lee's got the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather. Partly cloudy today, tonight, and tomorrow. High today 82, low tonight 60, high tomorrow 80, 68 right now.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. The Bob and Tom golf outing is at Top Golf in Fishers next Wednesday afternoon. So if you'd like to be part of it, have some fun. It's the multi-tiered driving range with a lot of cool things to do. We're going to have a special auction. It's all a benefit for the Riley Hospital for Children. Details are posted at Q95.com. Thanks to Yingling Flight, only 95 calories. Napleton of Kia, Move Indy, and Omnisource for helping us out. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's almost that time. Of course, the time of the Ace Cosby joke of the day. But right now, I'll introduce Chick and Josh. I'm Tom. And then Willie G is over there. And Christy Lee is in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Coming up, a special request. But first, we return to Christy at the news desk. What's going on?
The Strong National Museum of Play in Rochester, New York has announced the 2020 finalists for induction into the National Toy Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Always get it wrong.
Yeah, no, we always debate these. I love this.
The first one, Baby Nancy.
I'm unfamiliar.
So am I.
So am I.
I'm very unfamiliar. Don't know who that is.
Oh, that was the little...
Do it.
What?
Do it. It was popular like in 1984. It was a baby Nancy Reagan, and she would...
Good luck.
Is that real?
This is your brain on drugs? What did she do?
Yeah, she would say, just say no.
Just say no.
Are you serious?
No.
No, of course he's not serious.
The reason you thought I might have been serious is because there was no comedy in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think you've ever looked at anyone during the show and said, good luck. Josh was just out there on his own.
I was just, take a swing.
I have, over the course of time...
Nobody else stepped up.
Just yesterday, I put a doll into a seat belt.
Oh, yeah.
With my girls.
Good.
She has, but that's the American Girl doll. And those are great. They have a whole story, and they
have tons of that stuff.
What's an outfit run you
Feel
for?
free to bring it over.
American Door, like $50 an outfit?
They're not cheap.
Oh, boy, yeah. I remember I took my niece to get her American Doll's hair done. They had a salon right there in the American
Girl doll store, yes.
Josh, they do tea parties with the little girls.
Yeah, we also did that. It was actually she loved it. It was a great day.
They put the American Doll in the chair.
Yeah.
And put a cape on her. And
and we ate. We had food and tea.
And they also make outfits for the little girls to match their dolls so that they can...
They sure do.
It's so much fun for them.
It's so sweet.
And there's a lot of really cool cultural education going on. And I mean, it was pretty funny the other day. I'm getting in the car with Hart, and I'm buckling her in her, the baby seat, and she goes, Daddy, can you please, put my dolly in? So we take the seatbelt out.
Good.
Dolly doesn't have a name?
Yes, but right now it's...
Oh, it's all right.
Because I just found found out something that is rather disturbing. We're going to have. What's the next toy?
Okay, the next toy is bingo.
Trust me.
All right.
Okay. Bingo?
Bingo was his name. Oh, yeah, the game bingo.
What's bingo?
The game.
The game bingo? You don't know what bingo is?
Oh, you mean bingo like bingo calling letters?
Yes.
Yeah. That's not a toy.
Numbers. You call numbers.
We have this.
Numbers.
That is not a toy.
Right, it should be in the
It's a
game.
game.
museum.
Just wait.
It's the Toy Hall of Fame, not the Game Hall of Fame.
Best toy ever. Bingo. Yeah.
No.
Wow.
I do love
what
bingo.
put in there? It's the dog. Well, you play with the dog, so it's a toy. No.
Briar horses?
No idea.
They're a plastic horse kind of looking thing that, yeah.
Like My Pretty Pony?
Yeah, kind of like
But they're actual horses,
Well, no,
right?
they actually look like horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not pink and
You
blue.
can, you can brush their manes and polish their. Oh.
You can sleep with them.
Once again, these are nominees for the Toy Hall of Fame.
Right. What about Jenga?
Love Jenga.
What
But that's a game. Is that a toy?
Yeah, that's not a toy.
It's
either.
a game.
But it's there's an object
What?
involved.
You can't
in bingo.
hate bingo and then.
No, I can.
Tom, have you ever played sexual Jenga?
Oh, what's
Where
that?
You write a sex move on the blocks.
Oh.
And then when you pull the block out, you say, oh, well, I have to perform this now.
Oh.
Oh, I thought it was if you made it fall, you had to shove the block somewhere.
Or shove all the
That's
remaining.
fraternity Jenga.
Yeah. That's what you tell them at the emergency room. Yeah.
That's Alpha Delta
I was
Jenga.
playing sex Jenga.
Alpha Delta Jenga. I pledge that.
Light Bright.
Oh, sure.
I loved my Light Bright as a kid.
You can write boobs on it. It's pretty funny.
That is real good. Yeah,
It's a classic.
Funny.
Well, I'm out. What's
You
the
don't know what a Light Bright
It was
is?
a board, and it had these little sort of light bulb looking things. But when you put them into
Wait a
the
minute. You're
hole,
teasing.
You know what they are.
I bought about 15 of them.
Yes,
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was called Light Bright. Okay, good.
Masters of the Universe.
yeah, He-Man.
Oh, that's the long hair.
We had so many of those.
Did you?
Shirtless.
Those are
By the power of Grayskull.
Yeah, you yell that a lot. Yeah.
My Little Pony.
Skeletor was the bad guy.
So My Little Pony and the other pony got in, right?
Briar horses. These are just
These are just
finalists.
nominees.
These are nominees. These
It's a
are
good year to be a pony.
Risk. It's
Risk.
again a game.
Favorite board game, Risk.
Game of world domination. Right?
So fun.
That's right.
3 hours, make all your friends hate you because you're better than them. Love it.
Why you say Ukraine is weak?
It's a road apple.
Sidewalk chalk.
Yes.
I'm surprised you consider
Sidewalk
you
chalk.
consider this a toy, do
You
you?
consider that a toy?
Oh, it's a great. I love sidewalk chalk.
Sidewalk chalk is just glorified. glorified.
No,
crayons.
I'm not. No, I notice I haven't said anything. I know Ace is in his mind is bubbling over. Am I going to repeat the famous joke
boy.
about Josh jumping off of a building and the police find his body and they have to do the chalk outline? And I'm not going to say the famous line.
Well, what did one police officer say to the other in that instance?
More chalk.
That was a classic.
Look at him. Look at him. He's laughing harder.
Of course he is.
Than he did the first time.
And he says that he wasn't going to say it.
I didn't. I was forced to.
Rounding out our finalists for the Toy Hall of Fame.
The Toy Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Dave Matthews Band.
What?
The Doobies. No? Well, they're in.
It's a rock and roll hall.
Toy Hall of Fame, you tool.
Sure.
Get him.
What is this? Tamagotchi?
Oh,
that's
Tamagotchi. The little
that's the
thing, it's a little pet, and you had a little. It was like it's sort of like an early video game, I believe. And it's a little device with several buttons. You have a little pet, and you have to feed it at times.
Okay. I do remember those.
I think
now.
I got one, and I didn't like it. It kind of annoyed me. You had to. It was too much work, I think.
Yeah, was that the one? Yeah, you had to do a lot of maintenance and you had to feed it every day. And
Willie, you had one?
I think I did.
Oh, so Tamagotchi one?
Oh,
well worth it.
Joshy boy.
And then
yes,
nice.
no, I remember these. Yeah, it's a tiny handheld digital pet.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Christy, how many get inducted?
That's
these
a good
finalists?
question. I have no idea.
I'm going definitely
I'm
Masters.
not done yet. I have two more.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said capping off. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was going to read them real quickly, but I stopped.
What do you
I'm
got?
Sorry,
Okay.
which is a game,
Okay.
and Yahtzee, which of course is a game. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 games.
So they need to rename this.
All right, I'm picking
Toy and
5.
Game Hall of Fame.
I think 5 is correct.
It's
Josh.
the Museum of Play, right? It's not the Museum of Toys or Museum of Action Figures.
The
It's all about
headline I'm
Toy
looking at says
Hall of
finalist
Fame.
for Toy Hall of Fame.
Okay.
But you're correct. It is the Strong Museum of Play.
Yes, it is.
So
Is there a separate toy museum? Do they sell concessions? Actually, there's a follow-up story on the concessions when you have a minute.
Okay. I'm picking Light Bright, Masters of the Universe, My Little Pony.
Can you do this on FanDuel?
Yes, Sidewalk
bet on
Chalk
this.
and Sorry. Those are my choices.
I bet you someone has odds on this. You can guarantee. I bet you can gamble on this.
There is a player's choice ballot that you can submit between now and September 16th.
Now, granted, I still don't know what a couple of these toys are, but those are my choices.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
What's the one that stuck out to you that should be in?
My Little Glue Factory.
Oh yeah, you take the Briar horses and
you're just being hurtful.
When the Briar horses come out of the factory with a broken leg.
Yeah.
Three of these finalists will be inducted, Josh.
Oh, 3.
So
Okay.
only 3.
Well, I'm going My Little Pony, Light Bright, and Masters of the Universe.
Okay. We'll find out more when we come back. Also coming back, we have a special surprise for you guys. Next hour, we'll also feature Al Jackson. And would you like to have an app on your iPhone that tells you if you're drunk?
No.
Well, there may be one soon.
I'd like to. I'd like an app that tells us that you should stop trying to surprise us. I think that would be a very useful app.
Just wait.
Never
be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You can find us on Twitter @Bob and Tom, or you can email us at bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, by the way, if you missed today's show or you just want to hear it again, we will have an afternoon replay for you beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern. It's Bob and Tom's all-day replay hosted by Christopher starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. That's 10 a.m. Pacific. We'll replay today's show back to back to back to back right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. That's 4 times if you're keeping track at home.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. A GOP coronavirus relief package is facing dire prospects in a Senate test vote. Negotiators involved in recent efforts to strike a deal for a bill that could pass before the November elections say they see little reason for hope. Instead, it appears all Congress will do is pass legislation to avoid a federal shutdown as lawmakers head home to campaign. A Northern California wildfires threatening thousands of homes after winds whipped it into a monster that incinerated houses in a small mountain community. The North Complex fire northeast of San Francisco exploded to 6 times its previous size between Tuesday and Wednesday, thanks to gusting winds. Those winds have subsided, but after the flames damaged or destroyed hundreds, if not thousands, of homes and other buildings. Some 20,000 people are under evacuation orders. And the wildfires raging across the Pacific Northwest are the worst in the state history for Oregon. The firefighters struggled to contain and douse flames fanned by the 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Officials in some western Oregon communities gave residents go-now orders to evacuate, meaning they had minutes to flee their homes. Destructive blazes were burning in a large swath of Washington state as well. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show is on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Rajon Rondo, fourth quarter rally, and the Lakers 112-102 win over the Rockets.
Do you suppose Rondo ever hits on a rando?
I bet Rondo hits on a rando.
course he
Or
does.
has, yeah.
You know how I heard he
yeah.
picks up the randos?
How does he
well,
pick up the
Rondo
rando?
picks up the randos by flashing some hundos. Is what he does.
So he flashes the hundo, a rando comes running, and then the Rondo hits on the rando.
This is gold.
And he says, "Hey Rando, you want to hop
This
in
is
my?"
the who's on first of the
He
NBA.
says,
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
When a moon is hanging out a window, some imbecile is proud of his behind. You've now received way too much info, and the image is burned into your mind. There's nothing grosser than a man with a hairy ass. A man with a hairy ass. A hairy ass. A hairy ass. Doesn't help a girl's libido when you wear a tiny Speedo. You can make it look more dapper if you buy a good weed whacker. It's a problem that you must solve. Even the baboon is more evolved. A hairy ass. A hairy ass. When a girl is lying in a dark room, her brand new lover's naked in her bed. She runs her fingers down his body and lets out a scream that wakes the dead. Her hands are tangled up in his scary hairy ass. His scary hairy ass. A hairy ass. A hairy ass. Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
One more tape. This is probably the best tape that we've wrote together.
Yeah?
14 hours, one toilet, two men, 14 cubic square feet of incarceration. It's a good boat.
You can talk to me. We're not on the air. 801 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show, you couple of jerks. God.
Q95
Do not talk to Ace and Josh that one.
Brought to you by CarX. Partly cloudy 82 today. Partly cloudy 60 tomorrow. I think I just skipped. And then partly cloudy and 80 on Friday. Fog and 68 still.
Coming up, of course, it's the shoe-in of the week. Why are we talking about the shoe-in of the week? Because the NFL is back, baby.
That's right.
Speaking of action, Josh.
Well, FanDuel Sportsbook is where all the action is. Josh, is that legal in Indiana? Well, of course it is. In fact, FanDuel Sportsbook is an official partner of the Indianapolis Colts. That's the football team here. Not only can you bet on Colts games,
maybe don't have
but you can do it risk-free up to $1,000 on FanDuel Sportsbook. Just place any bet you want. If you win, you keep the cash, of course. If you lose, though, you get your entire bet up to $1,000 back in bonus site credit.
Cool.
FanDuel Sportsbook, man, all the action is there. The app is safe and secure. They have special odds boosts for new and existing users, and FanDuel will pay you your winnings in as little as 24 hours. To claim your risk-free bet, download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code WFBQ. You must be 21 and older and present in Indiana. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 14 days. Restrictions do apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Give 1-800-9-WITH-IT a call. That's FanDuel Sportsbook. Promo code WFBQ.
All right, FanDuel, thank you very much. Now, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's great to be here with Ace, with Chick, with Josh.
Hi.
With Willie and with Christy. We're all here. Thank you very much. This is Tom speaking. This is the 10th of September, 2020.
Wow.
It's still turning. Sure is. It's happening. I've got a special treat coming up in a matter of moments.
I'm excited about it. I'm excited.
Well, it involves a semi-return to the world of touring entertainment.
Okay.
Glad to see that there are a few things that are opening up. Of course, we've got the NFL coming back, the shoe-in of the week special edition coming up on today's show.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Why do you look upset about the shoe?
I'm not upset.
Okay.
Are you still upset with what happened off the air?
That's right.
What happened?
I was telling them how much I enjoyed your cake that you brought in.
Oh, well, thank
He
you.
was, and he talked about it. He talked about it, and
He started going about how it made it. The sugar made him sleepy.
Right now, I'm on the upside of that, and they said nothing.
No, we didn't respond at all. We didn't
respond at all.
We didn't even acknowledge that he had spoken.
I had to do one of those. Oh, really, chick? And then what happened? And they just sat. They continued. That's what I said.
Totally ignored you.
I was over here reading.
I was too.
I said you don't have to act like that. We're not on the air.
But did you see that we were each reading something?
Well, yes, but I read things many times over here. I can read.
This is why you should start talking to Ace. He wasn't doing anything.
I don't have that kind of time.
Okay.
Tell me about Kiss and Gene Simmons is left-handed. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
This is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Roy G. Biv.
Oh!
And this is some other news.
RGB.
Well, before I go on, I'd like to take a moment to congratulate Roy G. Biv, on his new gig doing color commentary at ESPN.
Naturally, yeah.
Of course.
And now this is some other news. A woman falsely accused her boyfriend of gluing her vagina closed with super glue. Well, she has now pleaded guilty to making a false police report. Police were suspicious when the woman refused to speak about the incident. When questioned, the woman apparently clammed up.
Yes, she did.
Another name for vagina.
Yes.
A teenage girl from New Hampshire became the youngest person to swim across the English Channel. When I told my teenager about the daring feat, she said, "Oh, shut up, Dad. No one watches channels anymore. It's just called Netflix, old man."
Oh, boy.
Channel.
Rough. A prosthetic leg was found in a river, was returned recently to its owner. A dairy farmer helped them locate the prosthetic. That's right, because only a dairy farmer can find a missing calf. It says here Greg Hahn rim shot him.
I've been kindly providing them.
Okay, fine. A man applying for a job at a pizza shop stole the tip jar before fleeing from the restaurant. However, the man was quickly apprehended because he left his real name and phone number on the job application. Oops. He also left behind a resume that said he was a real go-getter and always ready to seize an opportunity. Well, let's hope he can find some future references in lockup. And in foodie news, pineapple company Dole and pizza maker Papa John's are teaming up to make a limited edition pineapple pizza. They've named the pizza the Papa Dole, which is what Elizabeth used to call Senator Bob Dole after he popped the Viagra.
Papa Dole.
Papa Dole.
You know what I'm talking about, John.
I do, yeah.
Josh,
I do.
This has been Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Roy G. Biv, who took just recently a job at ESPN as a color commentator.
He certainly did.
Double up on
Josh, that's so odd. I didn't know you were a fan of Senator Bob Dole.
I'm a fan.
Oh, he's a war hero, yeah.
American.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't realize that she called him Papa Dole.
I didn't either.
When he downed the Viagra's, huh? Okay, well, very good. Very
Papa
good.
Dole.
Now, here's your little surprise.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
So much of entertainment has been derailed and ground to a halt, but there's some cool stuff going on. A friend of the show, one of the great comedians right now, and has been for a decade or two, is Brian Regan.
Sure.
Is he here?
Here he comes now. Oh,
He's not here with us right now.
It's
That
not
would be
Brian. It's his brother, Dennis Regan's here.
Wow. Out in the building.
Dennis is not here either.
The
They're
lesser
both-
Regan, we all know it.
That's not exciting. I thought we had the Regan brothers here.
This may ruin this segment. Coming to Comedy Off-Broadway in Lexington, Sunday and Monday, September 13th and 14th.
That's this coming weekend.
Great
Brian Regan.
Great.
Yes.
And
Awesome.
then in Toledo at the Funny Bone.
Oh, Toledo's amazing.
Finally clearing the Josh Arnold stench out of the room. It'll be Brian Regan Tuesday and Wednesday, September 15th and 16th.
Oh, great. Oh, good.
Awesome.
So check for
So he's on the
showtimes.
phone for us to chat with? We have a surprise?
No, the surprise was that he's on tour.
So now think about this. The surprise you gave us is you're reading. That's what happened.
No, I'm
Your reading shows we can't attend.
Yeah, we can't go.
It's like a big tease.
You're familiar with how this show works, are you not?
Yes.
You should have said.
No, we thought we were.
How about this? Let me ask you something. Do you even like our show? Is that
Enjoyed very much.
You should have said a big announcement coming up.
Yes.
How about that?
A big announcement. And you should have sweetened the announcement by saying, and now we get to talk on the phone to our favorite comedian, Brian Regan.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure I can arrange that. I was merely handed
I don't know
this.
about-
Well, not
I
after
was-
what Chick said about his brother.
I was handed this announcement a matter of, 30 seconds
But it
prior to
wasn't a
going back on the air.
surprise. It's not a surprise. It's
No,
a big announcement.
Yeah,
In fact, I
he's
bet
right.
some people already have tickets. So it's not a surprise.
Yeah.
To them,
I bet some people are yelling at their radio. Boring.
well, they won't be doing that for long because right now we're going to feature an appearance by the great Brian Regan on the Bob and Tom program, and here we go. Comedian Brian Regan is here with us, one of the greats. You play all over the country, Brian. You got to fly everywhere. You a good flyer?
I mean, I have to travel, so, and we all deal with the security thing. The thing that bothers me is when you go through the x-ray area, the businessmen who make way too big a deal out of their computers. You ever hear these guys? Excuse me, I have a computer. I have a computer here. I don't know how you're going to handle this, my computer. Oh, is he from the future? They've been around a while, pal. I think they have a way to handle your computation machine. I'm going to do that with an Etch-a-Sketch, just, excuse me, my laptop. What's that? And to see it work, you start fiddling with the knobs. Want to see the screen change? Shake it over your head. I don't want to brag, but that's a staircase.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was very good at those.
I like to sit in the back of the plane, except for one thing. All the good meals run out.
Yeah.
You're poking your head out from row 199. The flight attendants is like they're like tiny. They're so far away, and you can hear the good meals getting snagged because the way it's shaped, you can hear them even though you can't really see them. You can hear, we have a turkey sandwich, chicken quesadilla, and cold fish head. I'm in the back going, oh no. I wonder what I'm going to get. And then when they get to the back, they have to do that flight attendant psychology stuff they learn. They have to pretend like the good stuff never even existed. It never even was. Would you like a nice cold fish head? Would you like a head of fish? They're frozen solid. The eyeballs in there and the skeleton's coming out. It comes with a turnip and a spork. Oh, I was wishing you'd have one of them left. Wishing upon a star.
Yes, sir.
One thing I always wondered is why do the first class people get to board whenever they want? I've just always hated that whole thing. First class people board at your leisure. Take your time, first class people. Coach people, no wait, sit, scuzz. Wait, little piggies. So when you do get on, the first class people, they're already sitting there. They're all sprawled out in their big thrones. Bring me the head of a pig. And a goblet of something cool and refreshing. Anyone have a fiddle? Make someone from Coach fiddle for me.
Brian Regan. God, he's so funny. And once again, he will be playing a couple of club dates out there working it. I was just so pleased to see that we're having some live comedy once again. And I'll repeat, Lexington Comedy Off-Broadway Sunday and Monday, the 13th and 14th of September. And Toledo at the Funny Bone Tuesday and Wednesday, September 15th and 16th. Someone just sent me a photograph of the marquee
Nice.
At the Toledo Funny Bone.
Thus proving it was not a surprise.
No. It says not appearing Josh Arnold. Which I think is, that's kind of mean, I think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
So
have
you're
done
saying him not being there is more of a draw.
Yes, that'll sell
Brian
tickets.
Regan being there. I had no idea. Coming up, comedian Al Jackson will be joining us. Al also is the author of a children's book. We're going to find out more about that in just a few minutes.
We got a win back. You want to hear a win back now?
Go ahead. Make it quick.
Dear Chick.
Oh, boy.
Baseball is defined by two eras of play, dead ball and live ball.
Oh, there you go.
The modern era, or live ball, began in 1919 with Babe Ruth having his first high-count home run season.
It's good to know.
Crack open a sports book, will you?
Well, all of that. Every word is true.
I think we have a new vice president.
Absolutely.
Vice president of the Junior Windbag Society.
That's him.
Thank you very much.
Good job.
We were wondering about that because the highest, apparently, Major League Baseball game ever was, 29-27 or something crazy?
Something crazy.
The most runs scored by a team was 36, like right before, around 1900, I think.
Right. And then we had a game, was it yesterday, that was...
29-9.
Boy, that hurts.
29 to
Man, that's
Braves?
amazing.
Yeah, the Braves one.
Okay, very, very good. Now, Christy Lee and I have been comparing notes
About
great cooking from Hello Fresh. With the summer winding down, maybe it's going to be a little more home cooking because maybe some of the restaurants you like to go to can't get in. Maybe they're crowded. Maybe no outdoor seating anymore. It's going to be a time to maybe do some home cooking. And HelloFresh can really spice up mealtime because I was reading that article a few weeks ago, and the headline was, "We're getting tired of our own cooking." Well, how about having some great chefs show you what to do and also do most of the work by doing the shopping? That's where HelloFresh comes in. It is the #1 meal kit in America. You go to HelloFresh.com, use the code BTShow, and get $80 off, including free shipping on your first box. But what I want to tell you about now is, what are you getting? Well, they've done the shopping, they've done the measuring, and 22 chef-curated recipes every week, including either low-cal or vegetarian or whatever, comfort food, whatever you like. What was the one you just did, Christy?
We had chicken cashew stir fry.
Very, very
tasty.
Good. You'll clean your plate. So say goodbye to the boring cooking that is you and do something great with HelloFresh. Once again, it's America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh.com. Use the code BTShow for $80 off. And here's a little topper for that. Free shipping on your first box.
Sweet.
The promo code BTShow, like Bob Tom Show, at HelloFresh.com. $80 off, including free shipping on your first box. That's HelloFresh.com. Promo code BTShow. You're going to be amazed at how good of a cook you've become. This is better than what you usually make. Find out for yourself. HelloFresh.com, promo code BTShow. Coming up, we have, speaking of cooking, we have the chocolate-covered Burger King Whopper in the news.
Yes, and Al Jackson.
And Al Jackson. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, subscribe at no cost right now to Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Head on over there, click the red subscribe button. Won't cost you anything, and you'll join over 100,000 other Bob and Tom fans from around the world who are subscribed to Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. And while you're there, check out the Bob and Tom archives and the highlights, and tune in tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern for Bob and Tom Tonight, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. 20 minutes of video highlights of today's Bob and Tom Show tonight, right there on the Bob and Tom YouTube channel. It's becoming quite the show. People are enjoying it. Why not you? Check it out today. Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. Subscribe now. It's free.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. David Coverdale of White Snake says he's finally had his hernia surgery. He announced in March that they called off all their concerts because not of the coronavirus pandemic, but because Coverdale had bilateral hernias that made it painful for him to sing. He tweeted Tuesday, 1,000 thanks to the medical personnel who took care of him and all the fans who stepped up to support him. Ronald Callis Bell, co-founder, singer of the group Kool and the Gang, has died at the age of 68. Bell passed away at his home in the U.S. Virgin Islands yesterday morning with his wife by his side. No cause of death was released. Kool and the Gang became one of the major groups in the 70s, and after a brief slump, returned to stardom in the 80s. He won a Grammy, for his work on the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. And Colt Ford will put aside country music for a week to go back to his old day job, golf pro. Ford will make his PGA Tour Champions debut at the Sanford International in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Ford says in a PGA video, most people are unaware that he played the tour for about 10 years. The tournament will be shown on the Golf Channel Friday through Sunday. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Remember when we met?
I dated lots of men.
A night we won't forget.
I drank a lot back then.
Soon we fell in love.
I wouldn't go that far.
Under stars above.
We did it in your car.
Our passion filled the night.
I can't believe my luck.
The future's looking bright.
You knocked me up, you schmuck.
I love you.
I'm pregnant.
We're having a baby. Look at you now.
It's 5 in the morning, and I'm blowing chow.
The dream of a lifetime will come to pass.
I'm having a baby. God, I've got gas.
You've got that glow, and don't you know you're looking in the pink?
I only pray that some sweet day these hemorrhoids will shrink.
We're having a baby. I'm a happy bloke.
I'm having a baby, 'cause your condom broke.
Your figure is divine.
My ankles are swelling.
I'm so glad you're mine.
Are those pickles I'm smelling?
You're beautiful, my dear.
Can I have your desserts?
I long to have you near.
Oh, God, my nipples hurt.
You thrill me with your charms.
I hope dirty diapers thrill you.
I want you in my arms.
Touch my bosoms and I'll kill you.
I love you.
I'm pregnant.
We're having a baby.
We?
And I'm so glad.
I have to pee again.
That we're having a baby.
I'm having a baby.
We're having a baby.
And I'm hoping that maybe you're not the dad.
Come on, baby. Just give me a little kiss.
Yeah, kiss my ass.
Where? It's getting awfully big.
Oh, you bastard.
Bob and Tom. 24/7. Oh, yeah.
A thought from Paul Gilmartin.
Down the elevator shaft they plunged, hurtling towards their death, their faces drawn by Edvard Munch. They smelled the devil's breath. Your tongue, she said at number 3. Let me see its size. He grinned and licked his forehead. She buckled at the thighs.
22 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
It certainly is. Thank you very much. And there's Christy Lee with a quick weather forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Partly cloudy 82, partly cloudy tonight down to 60. Guess what? It'll be partly cloudy again tomorrow with a high of 80. 68 right now.
Okay, thanks very much. We've had some pretty good weather. Now, I want to remind you that we're going to have great weather next Wednesday because it'll be the Bob and Tom Golf outing at the great Top Golf to benefit the great Riley Hospital for Children. Details online. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Wait a second. Hold on.
What?
Wait.
What?
Oh, hey.
You farting
there
again?
it is. That horn stab reminds me of.
See, what the hell's going on over there?
Just
Right?
calm down. You've had your cake and talked about it too.
You're being shamed for it now.
Call back. That stab reminds me of the man who has the stabbing cabin. Of course, I'm talking about Ace Cosby, and it's time now for, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the Ace Cosby joke of the day. These aren't jokes. I've called this the op-ed page.
I'm sure as hell aren't jokes.
The op-ed page of contemporary culture.
My past, I've dated some not so bright women.
Really?
Yeah. My last girlfriend, she was filling out a credit application, and at the bottom it said, sign here. She put Virgo.
Yeah, that's not bright.
That is very elaborate. that is I believe the analysis of that would be rather long setup, but
sign
worth
here,
the wait.
and she put her sign.
Virgo. See, like
Virgo.
Like what's your
I thought
sign?
you said Fergo. I was wondering who the hell's Fergo, and then I thought you said Pergo, like the floor.
It's the cake you ate. It's got your mind all bouncing.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay. Christy brought in cake because it was Christy's boyfriend's birthday yesterday.
Yep.
And you got him
I got him a prop from an old plane. That sounds so horrible.
I saw the picture.
It's
It
a
looks
propeller.
cool.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
Now, Christy, if you lived together, would it still be there?
Yes, I told him because I would love to have
that's
it
the
up.
kind of thing I would see. A guy would have a cool propeller in his living room.
Did you tell him
And then
that
as soon as the lady moves in, suddenly it's
Sure, but
elsewhere.
I kind of think it's cool too.
Well, we can get a second opinion here now because I see him. I think it must be. I heard it was cold in
Are
Denver.
you familiar with the movie Radio, Al Jackson? With, I believe, is it Cuba Gooding?
Yeah. That's the one.
Yeah.
It is football season, fellas.
That's
It
right.
sure is.
Now, Al Jackson, you are in Denver.
I am.
And it was almost 100 degrees on Sunday. A friend of mine sent me a photograph yesterday. They had 4 inches of snow in their backyard.
Yeah, it was. It went from feeling like 101 to feeling like 26 in 24 hours.
It's
Yes.
unbelievable. I mean, wow. Does that happen often? Willie, you lived in Colorado for a long time.
Yeah, I said it the other day when I left. It was like May. I think it was May 10th, and we bumped it back a day because it snowed in May.
Yikes!
It was insane. It snowed like half a foot or something.
Wow. Well, Al Jackson, it's
you
good to
have
see
to be
you,
a
sir.
snow person to live here. I just don't leave my house a lot because I'm a comic, so it's fine.
Now, you grew up in Beechwood, Ohio.
Shout out to Cleveland.
Greater Cleveland, so you're used to the lake effect snow. But then you lived in Miami for a long time. Which did you prefer?
Miami, I think I was drunk for 9.5 years straight. So that's how you have to do South Beach. But these are my Midwestern roots, so I'm used to just kind of hunkering down, making some breakfast sausage in the morning, which will be made as soon as I'm off the air, just kind of old school, oatmeal, coffee. Like I like to live like live in a cabin.
And I just noticed Dean popped up the screen. Is that a Cleveland Browns helmet on? I think. Oh, certainly it is. I can see now. Absolutely, it's a Cleveland Browns cap.
Yeah, it's like it's a weird football season. Everybody's wondering if we're going to have a full season, but as a Browns fan, we already went 0-16, so the worst has happened. We've already not had a season, guys. So like, I don't care. If we play one game and win it, we've already had the best season ever.
Well, the Browns on Sunday the new Browns traveled to the old Browns. They take on the Ravens at 1 o'clock Eastern, and the Browns are getting 10 in that one.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. Yep. I'll tell you this though, there's like something with like the generation kind of one behind me where they just could hold a grudge and like literally not talk to somebody for 25 years. And that's how Browns fans feel about the Ravens. Like I can't, I'm sorry. I like Baltimore as a city, but just that those are our Browns. They won our Super Bowl. It's unforgivable. It's like they tried to pick up my wife at my wedding.
That's exactly right.
Now, who's the oldest famous Cleveland Brown you can name?
Jim Brown, probably still, because I know Otto Graham.
That's an old one. Otto Graham from the 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
There are a lot of great. How about? Do you know who the Toe was?
No, but it
Lou
sounds
the
like a
Toe
hitman
Groza?
for the
There
mafia.
you go, Christy Lee with Lou the Toe Groza.
I've
Very
learned
good.
something on this show, finally.
They're very good. That's a good. A lot of great names. Dante Lavelli, a lot of classic.
Who's
names.
that?
Dr.
He ran the Italian restaurant around the corner.
Vitelli's?
Dr. Frank Ryan. Okay,
Really good cannoli over there.
Okay. Now, well, Al, it's great to see you again. Al, of course, is one of the featured performers on the Daily Blast. Al
Yes, sir.
also is the author of the book, which I have right here.
I'm an author. I did it.
Called "Where Is Baby Ford?" And your son is named Ford. We should
Yes,
point
definitely.
out. And had it been a girl, it would have been Baby. I don't know, Chevrolet, Toyota.
I've always liked the name Henry for a girl. Henry with an I.
Really?
Huh.
I like that. I don't know why.
Would it be Henrietta? Would that be the full name, or we just go Henry?
No, I think it would just be Henry.
Really?
Yeah, Henrietta.
Yeah, I knew a
would think
girl
has
and
fallen
just her
into
name was
disfavor.
just Liz.
Liz?
No, not Elizabeth, just Liz.
Oh.
So I think it could just be Henry.
Doesn't Henrietta seem like it's, I don't know.
That's old school.
Kind of witchy.
Matronly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knitting.
Whereas Liz sounds like the hottest chick in accounts receivable.
Definitely.
Have you seen Liz yet? Well, go down and check her.
Okay. Well. Now, Al, are you going to take advantage of the snow and have the ski resorts? Are they hinting at opening up soon?
If they are, I would know. But I think I'm gonna go skiing at some point. Tom, I know you go out there every winter. Maybe this is the winter you get me out there. At least get me to I just need to be in the vicinity.
Have you
and then
skied
maybe I'll
before?
make a decision. One time, and it was uncomfortable, and I didn't realize how fast you go. It's scary. It's not funny.
Oh, sure.
It's like, this is not relaxing at all.
There's no fun at all in skiing.
Yeah, the first few days, it's not. It's
You're trying not to die.
really
more
scary.
agonizing, and putting on the boots is miserable. Yeah, it's going to take a while. Well, let's.
It's like being on a motorcycle that has no handlebars for me. It's just like just going.
That's a good analogy. Okay. Well, anyways, Henrietta, boy, that is a spinster name.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Do you hear the word spinster much anymore?
No. What does it even mean?
It's
an old woman that has a lot of money and nothing else.
I always assumed it had something to do with the spinning wheel, that she was old and would just work a spinning wheel.
That's what I call people
I
that do
thought it
soul
was that
cycle.
you never got married.
Right.
Like a woman, like an old spinster. She
Right.
didn't get married.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but that doesn't. I don't know.
I don't know what the etymology is, but
Right.
I bet Henrietta sits around and solves crimes. That's what
You
I
think?
Oh, very good. There's your elevator pitch for a TV show.
Yeah, there you go.
Everyone thinks she's just a spinster, but she carries a gun and solves
and a
crimes.
magnifying glass.
I see. Well, Al, it's time to hippen me up a little bit. Let me get a pencil and some paper.
Hippin'.
All right, that's the first mistake. You don't grab a pencil and paper when you're being hit.
Very good point.
Let me get my mimeograph.
I got a pen and a card here. I'm ready to write stuff down. Go ahead. What do we got?
All right, Tom, let's do this, bro. Tom, what does pop off mean? You can use it in two different ways. You can, if you said something's popping off, what do you mean by
Popping
that?
off.
Well, of course, if you were in a certain era at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the pop-off valve would be the during qualifying. No, that's not it.
No.
I assume it means getting angry. He popped off.
You could use it as that, but that's not really. In their two meanings, that's not how I would hear it used. Willie, when would you use it?
We're popping off. We're partying tonight. We're popping bottles, popping off.
That's definitely the first. That's the word. That's the first working definition. The second one is, Tom, you could say, we were at this party, and you could just tell there were two different groups of guys in VIP that were glaring at each other, and we got out of there because it was about to pop off.
Oh,
and it can also mean like some
Bad
gangsta stuff's
stuff.
about to go down.
Bad stuff happening.
So it could be all good stuff or all bad stuff. So Tom, use it in a sentence.
Well, we were on the fourth floor at the event, and it was clear that one of the fellows was not getting along with one of the other chaps, and so
embarrassing.
we knew
It's uncomfortable, isn't it?
Yes.
we knew that something was about to go down, and that was the elevator. So we got on it, and so we'd missed the pop off.
So he got the elevator joke in.
Something bad was about to go down. You see.
Well, don't say that because that's what you're going to use pop off for.
Oh, sorry.
Al, can I give a shot? I'd like to use both versions in one.
Ooh, let's go for it.
Man, Willie and I went to this club, and it was we were ready to pop off, but we had to get out of there because there were these gentlemen next to us who were really eyeballing each other, and they were about to pop off. So we had to go pop.
That's perfect.
I was really
I'm so
confused.
proud. That was perfect.
Thank you.
Okay. There we go. I've got pop off down. What else?
Tom, can you give me an example of when you would use the phrase, it's all love?
You know what? I don't know what this means. I love this phrase
I do
already.
too. It's all love.
I think it might be, I found out that Steve is dating Dave. But, hey, it's all love.
How progressive of you.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes, that was a very 2021 answer. I love it. You could definitely use it like that. And I would say that phrase is usually used when there was or could have been a problem, but you're not going to let it be a problem. So you could say, Chick took 4 days of the vacation that I usually take. So I'll just make that up in the summer. I got no beat. It's all love with me and Chick, but it could have been a problem.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. It's all love. I like it.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, it's cool, even though I want everybody to recognize that I could have not been cool about this.
Okay.
Okay. I see. So it's not Chick and I are dating.
No.
No. That was kind of the Lin-Manuel Miranda. Love is love is love is love.
Boy, what a horrible way to find out about this. You're dumping me?
I thought you doing something special going.
I thought it was all love. What happened to all love? Tom will do anything.
It's all love. It's all love. Sure, we gave Chick a couple days off because he had to have his heart opened up, but it's all love. I could have gone skiing.
You broke my heart. I'll tell you that. You broke my heart, Mr.
Al Jackson is our guest. Al is once again the author of the book. Baby Ford is your baby, and
yes.
This is there's a charity component to this thing. And
yes, it's a kid's book. I donate 10% of all proceeds to the Firefly Autism House here in Lakewood, Colorado. I've always wanted to write a kid's book, and so I wrote a book about my 3 kids, and it's sold amazingly well. I appreciate everybody. Lots of Bob and Tom love, as usual, per the norm. So shout out to you guys. I appreciate y'all, and this is just something I want to make just a quarterly charity donation.
Right, it's a lovely book.
Big deal to me.
And by the way, Chick, I know the word book often frightens you. It does have pictures.
There.
We've been broken up for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And he's treated me like this.
He's a better ex.
Oh, man.
I think Chick's about to pop off.
I am going to pop off. Unless you need popped off.
But it's all love.
I'll help you pop off.
No,
It's all love, baby.
it doesn't mean.
Oh, you're gonna help him?
It's different than the word Jack. I'm sorry, Al.
I was eagerly awaiting, how's he going to clean this up?
Yep.
And you decided not to.
I could have gone with.
Al, is there a phrase for masturbation in the hip hop world, or is it the same? Does that?
Careful, Al.
Right.
Yes.
But you know what I mean?
I'm being very careful of phrase.
Let me ask you this.
I'm going to give myself a Scroogey.
Do black guys admit to doing it as much as white guys do?
No.
Oh,
okay.
really?
Absolutely not.
Really?
No. And it's the exact same rate. I guarantee you. The NIH has the numbers. We are all every dude.
Right.
No matter.
But you just
no
won't
matter
joke about it.
socioeconomic status is doing that as much as it needs to be done.
But it's still kind of a quiet.
It's all love.
It's unspoken.
It's all love. Yeah.
How fascinating.
It is fascinating.
Well, can you do some research on that, Al?
I actually will, and I'll report back the next week.
Is there a quality source for like a
Yes,
hip
X
hop
videos.
Hip hop.
There it is. Look at this guy.
Go to X videos and type in cakey.
Oh, jeez. I don't know what that means, but
I'm
it
kinda
sounds.
lost.
Oh, you'd like cakey.
Cakey.
What is cakey?
Kakey. She is.
Oh, it's a girl?
Is this an actress in the world of pornography?
Well, she was. Yeah, now she's sort of a
consultant.
OnlyFanser.
Yeah.
But
the one video, I haven't seen a lot of her work, but the one video I saw, the guy had her cakey and ate her too.
Goes against a lot of stereotypes.
There we go. Listen to you.
Okay. I'm trying to find it here. Yikes. I can't find it, Al.
What are you looking for?
The hip hop term for self-pleasure.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I thought it was something
the only
else.
one I found cannot be read on the radio.
Gotcha.
Yeah. There's you're going to run into that a lot. Tom, do you got time for one more?
I certainly do. Go ahead, please.
Tom, when would you use, and you can use this a number of different ways, so it's really hard to get this wrong. Can you use the phrase sitting on and then insert any other word and like use it correctly? When would you use the phrase sitting on?
Well, I think it's obvious you'd have to be down by the bay.
By the dock of the bay?
Sitting on the dock of the bay was, of course, the song, which when I was a kid, I thought it was Hadakada Bay. I thought it was like some cool harbor in Hawaii, like Makaha skateboard.
He got into an Ivy League school, everybody.
Sitting on, we got an offer on the house, but we're sitting on it.
Yeah.
Yes, if you work for, the realtor. Yeah. You could also, you could be sitting on money. Like,
That's what I was thinking.
we sitting on 7 digits over here, baby. Like you got money, or you could be sitting on like any kind of rims that your car, so your car can be sitting on something as well, sitting on.
Gotcha.
All right.
Sitting on fofos.
Sitting on 32s.
What are 32s?
32-inch rims.
Okay. What do I have in my car?
What do you have on your car? I don't know. Well, measure your rims.
So I'm supposed to go measure them now?
Well,
yes, Tom. There's work involved.
It's all love. So it's a car thing.
That's
It
one
could
of them,
be
yeah.
car or a money thing.
Yeah, I've also heard on like Al, I got a great stand-up clip, but I'm sitting on it for a while because once it's relevant, it'll get a bunch of likes. Does that also fold in?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, that's cool.
Just something you got in the little reserve tank.
Yeah.
You haven't let the public know yet.
I got some cool material about Watergate, but I'm sitting on it. I'm waiting for the 50th anniversary.
All right, Al, first of all, we'd like to apologize. And secondly, we'll talk to you next week there.
Al, how do they get
Stay warm.
How do they get the book, Al?
You can just go to my website, Al Jackson Live, and just grab it from there.
You are the best, Al. The Daily
love you.
Blast.
Yeah, we love you too, man.
Yeah.
Go Browns, by the way.
That's right.
Okay, thanks very much.
I got
See ya.
See ya.
See ya. Have a good one.
Pop off. It's all love sitting on.
you learned a lot today.
And the
I
book,
did.
Where is Baby Ford?
Yeah, okay, thank you.
It's a
very
sequel
much.
to Where is Baby Lindbergh? Which
Oh, so you've been sitting on that.
You've been
I have been sitting on that.
And you should have kept sitting on it until it smothered and didn't come back.
Smothered like.
You happy about that?
Baby
now?
Lindbergh?
Happy for yourself? Want to go make a wooden ladder? Let's see now. I know what I want to mention. I got some help recently.
Yeah.
From our friends at LifeLock. LifeLock is out there watching out for your identity and helping you make sure that it doesn't get stolen. Online banking logins get stolen all kinds of stuff's happening. If you've been reading about this at all, cybercrime way up during the Corona era. So having LifeLock, which is a very inexpensive service, by the way, makes you sleep a little better knowing that someone's looking after your stuff. LifeLock can detect a wide range of identity threats. For example, your social security number being for sale on the dark web. In fact, we've got a special offer about that coming up. With LifeLock, if they detect your information has potentially been compromised, they will send you an alert. This just happened to me, and I spoke to a wonderful woman from LifeLock. We had to do a bunch of stuff, and she was great, and we figured it out, and it was all good. And I want to thank LifeLock personally for being so good to me. Now, I've been a member for several years, and I certainly recommend it. So one little cool thing coming up, you can get your free dark web scan right now at lifelock.com/scan. So have someone watching out for your stuff. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but you can find out if your information is on the dark web. Like I said, that free dark web that free dark web scan can be found at lifelock.com/scan. So don't get scammed, which is what's happening out there all the time. Ask around. I bet one of your friends has probably had to deal with this. So check out lifelock.com. Pick the plan that's right for you. By the way, you can save up to 25% on your first year with the promo code TOM25 at lifelock.com. It's a very inexpensive service, and it'll help you sleep better knowing someone's not maybe borrowing a bunch of money using your name. So once again, the free scan, lifelock.com/scan. 25% off with the promo code TOM25. Coming up, Christy Lee, we have...
Well, we have a chocolate Whopper in Taiwan, and we have syphilis in the news today.
All right. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Everything about the show is at bobandtom.com. Check it out now. State law.
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but...
Yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
Speaking of all messed up, that would be me. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison. It is Thursday, September 10th. Make sure you stop by bobandtomstore.com. Always open, never closes. We always socially distance, friendly employees, and you can get all the latest Bob and Tom hats, T-shirts, sweatshirts. Check it out. The holidays are right around the corner. If you have a Bob and Tom fan in your life, makes a great stocking stuffer. Check it out today at bobandtomstore.com. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Kyle Lowry, 23 points, 8 boards, 6 assists, 53 minutes. The Raptors outlast the Celtics in double overtime, 125-122. And the Clippers are 1 win away from their first trip to the Western Conference Finals, a 96-85 win last night over the Denver Nuggets in Game 4. NHL playoffs last night. Nikita Kucherov scored with 8.8 seconds left to give the Lightning a 2-1 win and a 2-0 lead in the NHL's Eastern Conference Final over the New York Islanders. Kansas City Chiefs fans who go to Arrowhead tonight for a masked and socially distanced start to the NFL season will not be allowed to wear headdresses or face paint amid a nationwide push for racial justice. Jalen Ramsey becoming the highest-paid defensive back in NFL history after agreeing to a 5-year, $105 million contract with the star of Hard Knocks on HBO, the Los Angeles Rams. And Major League Baseball winners last night in interleague action. Milwaukee, the White Sox, the Mets, and San Francisco win. American League, Kansas City, Yankees, Texas, and Oakland. And National League winners, San Diego, Cincinnati, Atlanta, and the Dodgers. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I heard you talking about that old guy that was
kindly go into town with the sex toy at the lion's den.
Yeah, it was a lady.
It was a lady.
I guess that means it's rabbit season. Get it?
No,
I get it.
Very good. Very good.
You know, my ex-wife, Big Day's got a few of those buzzers.
Does she now?
She's got one so big as last time we traveled, Delta made her gate check it.
Wow.
And now she don't play with it on account of that pink tag getting in the way, of course.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, boat boy Donnie Baker.
We salute you, boat boy Donnie Baker.
You never made All-Stars, but that didn't stop you from becoming the biggest bad boy in your school.
Lied about every chick in the yearbook.
You have a reasonable facsimile of a boat for sale, and you can't understand why nobody wants to buy it.
I think it's sinking.
At work, there's only 2 breaks every 8 hours, and with so much stress, phoning Bob and Tom unfortunately seems to be your only release.
Shut up, Randy.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light. It's always worth it, boat boy. Without you, there wouldn't be anyone to say no to.
You better shut up, Randy.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
We have comedian Brad Upton joining us in the studio. Brad is a former elementary school teacher. Brad, you've lived an interesting life, traveled all over the country, you say?
And I'm one of those older comics, you know, and now you've got a room full of 20-somethings, and that is the dumbest group of humans I've ever met in my life.
Really?
Oh, I wish they'd put some cash in their pocket. Quit using debit cards for $1.17 purchases. You ever stand behind them in a mini mart or something?
Yeah.
Though?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here's $1.17, and then they whip out, and you're like, you don't have $1.25?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know they're dumber than people my age, because when I was growing up, we didn't have any childproof caps. You dropped a Coke bottle, it didn't bounce, it shattered. Our parents let us play with guns and knives and fireworks. You know what happened to the dumb kids? They didn't make it.
No. That's right. No, they didn't.
No, these guys grew up, everything was childproofed and padded. All the dumb kids live.
Yeah, he's right.
Yep. Now they use debit cards for $1.17 purchases.
Yep.
You ever see what they buy, too? Energy drinks. Yeah. How much energy do you need in your 20s? Should be pimping those at the old folks' home.
Yes, they should.
And just because you get a new gadget, it's not any better. You guys have seen iPods, right?
Hey, 849 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
That's Christy Lee, and she's got the weather forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. We'll see partly cloudy skies later today, high 82. Mix of sun and clouds tomorrow, 80. Currently still 68.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. The Bob and Tom golf outing is at Top Golf, the multi-tiered driving range. This is a benefit for the Riley Hospital for Children. It will take place next Wednesday afternoon. If you want to be part of it, go to Q95.com. Got some cool auction items that'll be happening there, all to raise money for the Riley Hospital for Children. It's brought to you by Move Indy, Napleton Kia, Fishers, Yingling Flight, only 95 calories, and Omnisource, our official recycler. So get in on the action. Check it out. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us in the big room. There's Chick McGee at the sports desk. Our engineer, of course, is Ace Cosby. Josh Arnold is right over there in the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair.
Hi.
And Christy Lee is through the glass over that way in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Willie G is on his way to Chicago for a special show this evening at the Laugh Factory.
Sitting on 45 minutes over there.
Sitting on it.
That's what he's doing.
That's right. We just learned that one.
I've done stand-up 3 times in 5 months. I hope I still have 10 minutes.
Okay. It's all love.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Not going to be anybody popping off in here. Okay. Now where were we?
In case you missed it, Tom and I just broke up.
We broke up.
It was
what happened?
Tom's idea.
Yeah?
I'd rather not say what caused it.
No.
Although I hope you and that...
You're going to be glad when I say, is it time yet for the shoe-in of the week?
I hope you and that man are happy. But go ahead.
Oh,
it's
gosh.
fine.
It's like
You don't care how many hearts you break, do you?
I have to watch it happen all over again, Chick.
I was just calling him, hey, Wills. We were just getting used to each other.
Now, are we going to do the shoe-in picks? You ready for that?
Well,
Is that
we need
coming
a-
up next hour.
I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy.
Just tell him.
I'm here.
It's your show.
We need a grandma.
did you
Don't we
hear
need
that?
a grandma?
Oh, okay, not yet. Okay, I'm
It's
just
your
wondering if
show.
we're ready. We have Christy Lee at the news desk.
Dumbass. Like it's up to me.
I know.
I could get my grandma on the line. She's probably up.
There we go.
Okay.
How's that taste?
She's a talker.
I love her. You stop.
What? I just said she's a talker. It's not an insult.
Why don't we get Josh's grandma?
Oh,
Well, sorry.
Both dead, yeah.
My fault.
all of our grandmas are dead except for Willie's.
I only got one left.
Ace, you got a grandma left?
No.
Ace, this is radio. Say yes or no, please.
No, I'd rather have him
Shaking his head. Okay. All right. Okay. Christy Lee, we promised the news story about the chocolate Whopper. What is the deal?
Burger King launched a chocolate Whopper, but bad news, it was in Taiwan and the promotion is already over.
What are you doing, Tom's Bits now?
The chain initially announced the chocolate Whopper as an April Fool's Day joke back in 2018, but the real Hershey's chocolate Whopper featured an actual Whopper topped with chocolate sauce.
Son of a gun.
Kotaku reports the bittersweet notes of the chocolate help bring out the umami flavor in the meat. There was a 328-foot line for the one-day offer on September 1st.
Who the hell measured that?
A total of 506 chocolate Whoppers were sold.
They're very precise people.
They got a surveyor in there.
Yes.
Oh, God.
The line, what'd you say, 328?
I did say that.
Only 200 for the insulin injection.
You can have chocolate and not be diabetic.
Well, yeah, but let's face it. Somebody getting a chocolate-covered Whopper.
Now, we shouldn't be laughing because when they did the chocolate burgers at the State Fair, they were delicious.
Yeah, it's a different thing. You had burgers with donut buns, and there happened to be some chocolate icing on one of the donuts.
No, but it's the combination of the sweet and the savory.
That's fine, but you
ketchup
can't
is
say
like
that
putting
you've done
sugar
this.
on a burger. Do you put ketchup on your burgers?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
That's just sugar, you know.
It's not just sugar.
It's just sugar,
It has tomatoes in it, especially if you get the right tomatoes.
No, there's a lot of...
Here we go, Dad.
Ketchup's not good for you.
The next time that you go to a restaurant and get your fresh brewed iced tea, how about you pour some Heinz in there?
Yeah, there you go.
It's
How about
just
that?
sugar.
It's just sugar.
I prefer equal. Okay. For both the message it sends and
and the taste, but mostly the message.
Yes,
I'd like everyone to know
this is not Splenda.
I see you as a stevia guy.
This is equal.
I see you as a stevia guy. I'm
So
kind
is
of
equal
surprised.
not equal, or is equal very? Is equal your choice? I'm not.
Yeah, I like it better than that.
Well, but he doesn't say equal. He goes, can I get 2 fake blue sugars?
I always forget the name for some reason. Maybe it's just
No, you don't.
hard for me to get the word out.
It used to be fake yellow sugars, and
think
now it's
that
fake blue
includes-
sugars.
Splenda's the fake yellow.
Yeah.
The fake pink is what?
Sweet and low.
Sweet and low.
And that's a different chemical. That tastes awful. So those that are in the know that.
And they do make,
Certainly.
they do make sugar-free ketchup.
Sugar-free ketchup. Well, that's gotta
How
taste
is it?
awful.
Have you had it?
No.
It's got to taste like tomato paste on
So,
your
Josh,
burger.
you're objecting. Of all people, you're objecting to the chocolate-covered Whopper.
No, I'm objecting to you comparing it to a donut bunned hamburger. These are different experiences.
But they're very similar.
I'll give you that.
Should we
I mean,
do maybe a blindfold taste test?
of a chocolate-covered Whopper?
It'd be easy to make it.
Sounds like
Buy
it's
a
just
Whopper.
Hershey's sauce.
Yeah.
Hershey, and I love Hershey's syrup.
Just pour it over your Whopper.
You ever do the peanut butter burger, Josh or Chick?
No, I haven't.
Neither have I. And I have a buddy that swears by it. But to me, it's a little too weird for me, conceptually, for me to get into it.
Right.
My dad was a big fan of the peanut butter and bacon sandwich.
What, didn't Elvis like that too? Isn't that?
Elvis liked the deep-fried banana sandwich. Okay. And the trick to that,
Here we go.
there's a secret to that, Willie. I heard an interview with his cook.
Oh, Elvis's cook? How'd you get that exclusive?
She was fascinating. She would toast the bread in a toaster
first,
then deep fry it.
I've heard this.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard this.
So it's got that crunch. Oh, like you guys wouldn't eat it immediately and
Who
then ask
still
for a
has
second
a
one.
deep fryer at home?
Yeah, I don't.
No, you just
Come
pour an inch of oil in a pan and You don't have to deep fry it that way.
That's not deep frying.
That's not deep frying.
Well, it's close enough.
I need you to learn your words.
He doesn't. He thinks
He don't want to learn words.
He thinks it's a way to include you in the conversation by you coming up with what he's trying. He knows exactly what.
So Burger King had the chocolate
There
Whopper.
we go.
And this was in
Taiwan,
where weed's not even legal there. They should have done this. They should have done this in Denver.
Am I
Would have got
right?
1,000 people in line.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they may try. Maybe they'll try it here in the U.S.
I think it sounds pretty good. I think I would definitely give it a try.
No kidding. All right.
It sounds the savory meets the sweet. It sounds delightful. Christy, give me the teaser, please.
Oh, what do we want to talk about? Hey, I've got a story that's going to probably
Is
really
Daryl Dawkins still with us?
Josh upset.
Chocolate Thunder? I don't think so.
Oh,
Who's that?
he was famous for being. I believe Stevie Wonder nicknamed him the Chocolate Thunder.
Yeah.
Famous for breaking the backboard and.
Okay.
Because they could have him bring it up. He's deceased. So, never mind.
Right.
Generation Zers don't
and
use
Stevie Wonder
punctuation.
just heard about it. He didn't.
Of course.
Yeah, he was just told.
Oh no, Stevie Wonder can see.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's just a lie. It's a conspiracy that he's blind.
Oh, why is he doing that to us?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just
I actually had some idiot come up with that, tell me that he wasn't joking.
No, I have a friend that completely believes that he's a moron.
It's unbelievable. The stuff
We have
people
drinking, dancing, syphilis, and grammar all coming up.
Sounds like a party.
believe. Yes, sirree. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, I'm Mark Allison. Good morning. How are you today? Great. It's Thursday, September 10th, opening day of the NFL season. Oh, it's exciting, isn't it? Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, two of the highest paid quarterbacks in the offseason. All that fresh new money hitting the field tonight. We'll see who's better, who's had the better offseason. There's been no preseason games, so it's kind of up in the air. But remember, the Kansas City Chiefs are the defending Super Bowl champions, and they do have the best young quarterback in the NFL with Patrick Mahomes, my man, coming up tonight. Chick McGee will have more in sports. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. A GOP coronavirus relief package is facing dire prospects in a Senate test vote. Negotiators involved in recent efforts to strike a deal for a bill that could pass before the November election say they see little reason for hope. Instead, it appears all Congress will do is pass legislation to avoid a federal shutdown as lawmakers head home to campaign. A Northern California wildfires threatening thousands of homes after winds whipped it into a monster that incinerated houses in a small mountain community. The North Complex fire northeast of San Francisco exploded to 6 times its previous size between Tuesday and Wednesday, thanks to gusting winds. Those winds have subsided, but after the flames damaged or destroyed hundreds, if not thousands, of homes and other buildings. Some 20,000 people are under evacuation orders. And the wildfires raging across the Pacific Northwest are the worst in the state history for Oregon. The firefighters struggled to contain and douse flames fanned by the 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Officials in some western Oregon communities gave residents go-now orders to evacuate, meaning they had minutes to flee their homes. Destructive blazes were burning in a large swath of Washington state as well. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show's on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I heard you talking about that old guy that was kind of going to town with the sex toy at the Lion's Den.
Yeah, it was a lady.
It was a lady.
I guess that means it's rabbit season. Get it?
Oh,
I get it.
Very good. Very good.
You know, my ex-wife, Big D's got a few of those buzzers.
Does she now?
She's got one so big as last time we traveled, Delta made her gate check it.
Wow.
And now she don't play with it on account of that pink tag getting in the way, of course.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
You might hear bits of conversation as you pass through public places. Some loud talker on a cell phone. At the next table, there's a tiff. Most washed by and not remembered. But one night just last December, I passed two women who were talking by the front door of my hotel. The moment that I heard their words, I stopped and thanked them by the curb. I said it was the finest one-line eavesdrop that I had ever known. Scribbling on my hotel bed, I recorded what they said. With a hotel pen, I wrote then they had to taser her again. Again, they had to taser.
Look at that, 9:03 on the button at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Christy Lee's got the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Partly cloudy today, high 82. Partly cloudy tonight, low 60. Partly cloudy tomorrow, not as warm, high 80. We're up to 69 degrees.
Are you kidding me?
I know how to celebrate that.
So do I. Open up the windows, get some fresh air. Speaking of
Let them
windows.
enjoy the show. Get those windows.
Speaking of windows, Josh has some nice new windows being installed. That's right. It's the Back to School Savings Program with Window Nation. It's up and running. Get 50% off all style windows for zero down, zero payments, and zero interest for 2 years at windownation.com.
That's right. I had the in-home estimate. They came over all masked up and did some measuring and everything. Showed me my new windows. But you can get that virtual online visit as well. Either way, you're going to get the best pricing of the year. That's right, 50% off all style windows, zero down, zero payments, zero interest for 2 years. Go to windownation.com or call 866-90-NATION.
And having fresh air in the house has never been more important.
You're right.
So having windows that operate well, very important with some great fall weather on the way. Over 10,000, think about that, 10,000 positive online reviews, Window Nation. Oh, also an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Tell me more, Josh.
Well, I got the clear glass windows. I went with that option.
choice.
But they have all kinds of options, and they're all designed specifically for Central Indiana.
That's windownation.com for more information. Once again, windownation.com. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Once again, hello. Thank you very much for joining us with Ace Chick and Josh in the big room. This is Tom speaking. And then in the ancillary suites, we have Willie Griswold and we have Christy Lee right over there. She is in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Christy, what you got?
Yes, sir. Well, we teased this yesterday and never got to it, so I brought it out. A college student in Vietnam has built a functional Batmobile, fashioned to look just like the famous Batman tumbler vehicle.
What? So this is the more recent version of the Batmobile.
Young Dak Chong spent 10 months and over $20,000 to create the matte black tumbler modeled after the vehicle in Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight trilogy.
It's quite an achievement for someone like a kid, right?
Well, no, his name's Young. He's not just Young.
Chong.
Oh,
No,
I'm
his
sorry.
name is Chong.
Oh, I thought he
Young.
said-
Yeah, everybody
Dak
Chung tonight.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
The Batmobile, which can fit 2 people, is powered by a 4-cylinder 400cc engine and can reach a top speed of 62 miles per hour. While the Tumbler in the movie used a jet engine in the back, Chung said his Batmobile only replicates the shape and instead uses a motorbike exhaust pipe.
I got you. All right.
62, so Batman can't take the highway?
Yeah. The 23-year-old architectural student from Hanoi said there is still a great deal of work left to do on the interior, but that the vehicle is about 90% complete.
It looks just like it.
Now, I saw the Wuhan student who made a Batmobile, but it was more like an ice cream truck. They eat them over there, you see.
The Batmobile.
They eat the bats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yummy.
we all suffer.
we all.
Oh, okay. Not made of real bats. Thank you very much.
Airbus is redesigning.
By the way, did you see the picture of the kid? He's got the
I did not see
the bat suit with the nipples on it.
Oh, he does. He went the George
Michael
Clooney
Keaton.
route?
Oh, was it Michael Keaton?
Yeah, they got the abs and then the nips right there. Underneath the suit.
It's a cool look.
Yeah, it's good. What else you got?
Airbus is redesigning its center console due to pilots spilling coffee on the instrument cluster often enough, twice in the past 8 months, for it to be a problem.
Immediately.
Doesn't that sound like something from the movie Airplane?
Yes.
All of a sudden the engine goes.
Yeah. It's not a problem because of the mess. Obviously, it's because the spills result in engine shutdowns. Only 1 engine per plane has been affected so far, but as the report shows, Airbus is already taking a measure to mitigate this issue. 2 flights have been diverted because of spills that pilots insist are caused when the console is used as a table because of small cup holders.
I have a question.
Yeah?
Can pilots just not have their coffee before they get to work?
I think it's a long journey. You want them awake and alert.
Yeah.
I think making bigger cup holders isn't that
Big
much
of a deal.
much of an engineering
Can't
issue.
do anything without my coffee.
I mean, maybe issuing airline logoed sippy cups would be a little embarrassing.
The console on the Airbus goes.
Some sort of camelback system could be safe also.
Yeah.
That might be safe. He's got a lot of ideas over here.
I'm an idea man, chick. I'm sort of a big picture guy.
There he
I'm
is.
enjoying some coffee right now. If you look over the left wing, oops, spilled the coffee. Wait a minute, we got a little bit of a problem, possibly.
Oh, we got smoke in there.
Engine shutdown, engine shutdown.
No, we're all good. Oh, wait a minute. There goes the left engine.
Oh, boy. Well, smoke if you got.
Smoke them if you got.
And scientists are working on what might be a new way to determine if you're drunk through your smartphone.
Just look at your texts.
As you
your
walk.
exes.
Your smartphone's so-called onboard accelerometer can pick up changes in your gait that
Not the
indicate
accelerometer.
intoxication.
Slow down. Wait a minute. What's going on now?
Your smartphone has an accelerometer in it. Do you ever check your steps every day on your phone?
No.
Well, it does. And they can maybe tell you if you're drunk by the change in your gait when you become intoxicated. Scientists
so
from the
you don't
university.
even have to program it to do this. all
No,
of a
it does
sudden.
it on its own.
Well, that's awfully intrusive.
Scientists from the University of Pittsburgh just published research showing that they can use smartphone motion data to detect if a subject is intoxicated with an average accuracy of 93%. That's amazing.
My phone counts my steps?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't have a Fitbit or
It
something.
doesn't have to. It's on the health app.
Just go to health, Josh.
I don't want
Just-
that.
It does it
What if it's
automatically.
what if it's ever cleared 100?
Oh, wow.
100.
Why does I don't?
He loves it.
I've only taken 345 steps today so far.
Where is it? Where is it on the phone?
It's on. If you go to your health app,
Oh, yeah, I've never done this.
it
Okay.
looks like a little heart.
Right.
You see that?
No, not yet. I'm too busy.
Set up profile. Done.
Okay.
209 steps so far today.
See? There you go.
Way to go, buddy.
209.
You didn't know the fridge was that far away? Is that what you were going to say?
Answer him.
Well, I didn't walk very much last week.
So
I
I'm
forgot
sorry.
about
So
my
this
foot.
this thing on your phone, there, it's going to be programmed so that what if you alter the way you're walking, it will assume that you're drunk.
Yes, if you're stumbling and you're,
Yeah, I don't even think you have to do anything to your phone. They can just tell by your.
I'll bet if you take a picture of your junk, it knows you're drunk.
Just by the fact you did that,
Yeah.
I'm with Josh. You just got to look at your text messages. You know when you're drunk.
You tell Siri, I love you.
My phone knows when I'm drunk when I order $75 of McDonald's on Uber Eats.
This is weird. So you don't even have to sign up for this thing. It'll just give you a.
Apparently,
I like to think that I don't walk too much different when I'm drunk. I like to think
I
that
do
I'm kind
because
of
I fall down.
You fall down?
I do.
You're just a fall down drunk.
I fall down. I do.
Now, are you tripping or you just go down?
No, maybe I trip. I don't know, but I if I'm really drinking, you've seen me. I fall down.
No, I've seen it. I didn't know you were going to tell us. But
Yeah, I admit it.
If this thing counts your steps, I bet everybody in the last couple of months has taken more steps because every time I get out of the car to go somewhere, I turn around once I get there to go get my mask that I've left in the car.
Oh, you're forgetful with it?
Oh, God, every time. Do you remember yours?
Yeah, most often I do remember it. Yeah.
Well, I have a purse, so I keep
Well, that really
mine in
doesn't
there.
support my joke.
No. I think
it'd be nice to.
I know what you're talking about, man. Wow, what a pain it is.
There you go. Thank you very
I get
much.
it. Yes. Yeah, he's right.
He's so happy.
He's so right.
So satisfied.
Speaking of exercise, Peloton is cutting the price of its original at-home exercise bike by 15%.
Oh, so now it's down to $10,000.
$9.99.
They're also unveiling new fitness products, a sign that the company believes the pandemic has permanently changed our workout routines, and it can further grow its fervent fan base.
Well, if they have a fervent fan base, they might want to get tested.
Yeah. The core bike will now cost $1,895. That's a $350 reduction, and you can finance it with the rate dropping $9 to $49 a month.
For a 52% APR.
Yeah.
Handlebar, streamers, and horn extra.
Horn.
Do they have horns on those things?
I don't know. You're the only one in here that has one.
Never been on it.
You've never been on it?
Wait a minute. What horn does a bike make? The sound?
Herky.
I like that.
That's actually, Josh, that's the sound that I make whenever I touch boobs. It's been a while.
Herky.
It's been a while.
A lot of girls don't like that.
No, they think it's weird. But
when you find the one that does, you marry her.
And do you like tuning in Tokyo?
No, but I do.
What you got?
Did you do the George of the Jungle
Remember.
thing?
I believe herky is is that a cheerleading term?
Herky?
Yeah, there's a herky and a double herky. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
So I'm just looking this up. It's almost $1,900.
Yeah.
For the bike. Yikes!
Everybody that I know that has one swears by them.
Yep.
You know, for $50 you can get a clothing rack, which is what they usually end up being for many people. Now I've got something exciting news.
You do?
Yeah, this is really cool. I've been doing these master classes.
Yeah.
I did not know about this, and once I started, they're so cool. Master class is they've got classes in a whole bunch of topics that happen to be taught by the people who are best in the world for the most part at what they do. I guess the most obvious example would be, I don't know.
Gordon Ramsay cooking?
Yeah, there you go. Gordon Ramsay cooking. I've been watching Ron Howard teaching filmmaking, and they're in about 10-minute segments. There may be 20 of these. I haven't gotten through all of Ron's yet, but it's just so cool to have Ron walk you through. He's in the beginning, the first one, he's walking you through scenes from Apollo 13, how they did it, and it's a lot more complicated than you think. But he really is good at saying, "Here's what we did here. Here's why we did it."
So cool.
And masterclass, you join up and you have access to all of these great teachers and all of their lessons for one price. What's that? Oh, Penn and Teller have one on how to do magic, which is super cool.
Yeah, and they're updating them. You get new categories. I started doing one.
Oh, which one are you doing?
Joyce Carol Oates teaching short story writing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson teaching acting. Gary Kasparov teaching chess.
Wow.
So check it out, and you can do this at your own pace. Like I said, they're usually about 10 minutes long, and then there'll be maybe another 18, 20 episodes, whatever. And it's super super cool. I highly recommend you check it out. And you get unlimited access to every masterclass, like I said. For Bob and Tom Show listeners, by the way, 15% off an annual membership. Go to masterclass.com/comedy. And when all is said and done, it's a real value when you think about getting, I'm taking photography lessons from Annie Leibovitz. Great. As you said, cooking classes with Gordon Ramsay.
I just watched one. They have Teller from Penn and Teller doing public speaking. Weird enough.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, you can find out more by going to masterclass.com/comedy. 15% off if you do it that way. Masterclass.com/comedy with all kinds of downloadable materials and recipes for those of you doing the cooking ones and more. Neil deGrasse Tyson teaching scientific thinking. A bunch of cool stuff. I really like this. Masterclass.com/comedy. Coming up, we have, did Christopher Columbus bring syphilis to Europe? New research says maybe not.
Okay.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Rolling through a Thursday, September 10th, comedian Al Jackson. Again, his new book is called Where is Baby Ford? It's available at aljacksonlive.com. And when Al Jackson's not zooming in with a quiz for Tom, he's the co-host of Daily Blast Live, a syndicated television show seen throughout the country, perhaps in your market. Check it out. Al Jackson on the Bob and Tom Show on a Thursday. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. David Coverdale of Whitesnake says he's finally had his hernia surgery. He announced in March that they called off all their concerts because not of the coronavirus pandemic, but because Coverdale had bilateral hernias that made it painful for him to sing. He tweeted Tuesday, 1,000 thanks to the medical personnel who took care of him and all the fans who stepped up to support him. Ronald Callis Bell, co-founder, singer of the group Kool and the Gang, has died at the age of 68. Bell passed away at his home in the U.S. Virgin Islands yesterday morning with his wife by his side. No cause of death was released. Kool and the Gang became one of the major groups in the 70s, and after a brief slump, returned to stardom in the 80s. They won a Grammy. He won a Grammy, rather, for his work on the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. And Colt Ford will put aside country music for a week to go back to his old day job, golf pro. Ford will make his PGA Tour Champions debut at the Sanford International in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Ford says in a PGA video, most people are unaware that he played the tour for about 10 years. The tournament will be shown on the Golf Channel Friday through Sunday. And that's your entertainment news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
The woman who popularized gender reveal parties has once again called for them to end.
Please. Following
the devastating wildfire in California that was started by a gender reveal device. She added, for the love of God, stop burning things down to tell everyone about your kid's penis. No one cares but you.
First, this is what happened when you invite guys into the baby shower world.
That's a great point.
Yeah, I mean, guys don't want to go, and, and you bring guys in, they're going to want to blow stuff up.
Yeah.
That's what's happening here.
There you go.
That's right.
This is viva la différence, as they say in France. Okay?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, I'm Bob Dylan, and this is my very first commercial. Now I'm going to sing for you. When the wind was blowing like a rolling tambourine. On my big brass band, my boot heels were wandering. And heaven's door was knocking, and I was tangled up in blue. Well, how does it feel when the times are changing too? You know, my singing was getting a little hard to understand. That's when I discovered the Breathe All Right nasal strip. You know, just like the ones that all the football players wear. I can breathe better and just listen to me sing. Here, let me put this thing on.
The wind was blowing like a rolling tambourine. On my big brass bed, my boot heels were a wonder scene. Heaven's door was knocking and I was tangled up in blue. How does it feel when the times are a-changing too?
And not only do I sing better, listen to my harmonica playing. And now listen, I can even play the guitar better too.
Wow.
And it's all thanks to Breathe All Right nasal strips. So go to your drugstore and knock, knock, knock on the door. Tell him Bobby Zimmerman sent you. The answer, my friend, was blowing in the wind. I just couldn't smell it till now. Oh, my Breathe All Right thing just fell off. It got stuck on this damn harmonica holder. Oh, and for you ladies, there's a Breathe All Right that's made just for a woman. It'll make you breathe just like a little...
921 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Christy Lee's got the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by the CarX Man. Partly cloudy, high 82, down to 60 overnight. Then we'll have variable cloudiness and a high of 80 on Friday. 70 right now.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. The Bob and Tom golf outing is next Wednesday afternoon at beautiful Top Golf, the multi-tiered. You've probably driven by it right on Interstate 69 when you get up in Fishers, and it's got the gigantic net. Yes, it's the same net they used to trap T-Rex in Jurassic Park. Absolutely, that's what it is. Also keeps golf balls from hitting your car. Top Golf's a cool place. Why are we there? Well, to raise money for the Riley Hospital for Children. Have some fun. You'll be outdoors there, of course, standing on the rim of the driving range. Details, Q95.com. We got room for a few more entries to raise money for the Riley Hospital for Children. Hope to see you there. The Bob and Tom Golf outing. I'll give you more information in just a few minutes. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Something special coming up. Oh, that's right. A little bit of a semi-surprise here. Good. We got Ace over there, Chick McGee over there. There's Josh Arnold in the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. Willie G over there on his way to Chicago for the Laugh Factory show this evening.
Yep, highly recommended.
And then, let's see, Christy Lee with her very sweet-looking farm girl shirt.
I'm about to cover it up.
Oh.
It's finally gotten cold in here, kids.
Christy, you're putting your cape on.
Yeah.
No. Having a little cape on.
Cape on?
There we go. Welcome back to the program. And it is our program. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Thank you very much. Now, we're going to get to the Shoein' of the Week coming up momentarily.
Momentarily? I don't think so. It's not a surprise. It's not moment. It's right now, baby.
It's good to have it back.
Shoein' of the Week.
The NFL is back.
That's what I said. That's right. Here we go.
It begins this evening. The Shoein' of the Week, of course, is the...
You know who's the quarterback tonight, Tom?
Yes.
Deshaun Watson. That's right. And Patrick Mahomes.
My man.
That's him. Center stage tonight on Monday night with Carrie Underwood.
That'll be fun.
Waiting all day for Sunday night, special Thursday night edition.
All right, turn that down.
Sorry. got a little carried away, didn't it? That's an exciting time of the year.
I like the energy.
Our long off season's finally over.
And the tradition is we always like to speak to a grandmother.
A gilf, if you will.
Yeah, I would just let's just leave it grandmother, shall we?
That's right. No.
You need to muddy it up.
That's right here. She loves everyone right there.
Okay. And our grandmother, I believe, is Granny Pat, and she comes to us from somewhere in Ohio near Greater Cleveland. Hey, Pat, can you hear me okay?
Good morning.
Hi, this is Tom. How are you, Pat? Where are you?
We're actually in Rocky River, Ohio, which is a suburb of Cleveland.
Absolutely, Rocky River. And is that near the Cuyahoga River?
Cuyahoga. You're from there.
Yes.
Is it Cuyahoga?
Yes, it is. Very close to that.
Is the Rocky River as flammable?
Gosh,
Would you stop?
No.
Okay. Take it.
Okay, sorry. Now, are you familiar with how this works, the sports picks today?
I understand that we're going to talk football.
Yeah, that is correct. So are you a Browns fan then, I would assume?
No, that would be a wrong assumption.
Okay. Glad I got it wrong. You are a fan of what team then?
Let's see, another football team. Something Pittsburgh Steelers. How about that?
Are you kidding? Don't you keep your head down during football season? Really? Pittsburgh, right there in the Cleveland area, huh?
I was born in Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
All right.
That's one of the long-standing rivalries in the NFL, of course. Well, the way this works, Pat, is Chick McGee will pick a handful of games, and then you will pick first the team you like, and then we'll see how Chick does. This is against the spread, which is a gambling term in which they add points to make the games a lot more even. And Chick, where are we beginning here?
The Houston Texans visit the Kansas City Chiefs tonight on special 6 feet spacing and mask night at Arrowhead Stadium. Only 15, 16, 17,000 people, give or take, allowed at Arrowhead tonight for fans. Everybody has to wear masks. And the vendors also will be there with their concession stands, but they're going to have them all redesigned. They're socially distanced, no in-crowd vendors, and they're doing everything with plastic, no cash.
Okay, all right.
Tonight. So Texans are getting 10 at Kansas City. Who do you like, Houston or Kansas City?
Kansas City Chiefs all the way.
All right, I will take.
Very confident.
I'll take the Texans plus the 10.
What a jerk.
I absolutely think Kansas City will win, but. I'm sorry, what was that?
Oh, I said okay. An interesting pick.
I thought I heard something. The Detroit Lions hosting the Chicago Bears on Sunday. Sunday football in the NFL, the way the good Lord intended. Bears getting 3 in that one. Who do you like, Chicago or Detroit?
Detroit needs the boost. Let's give it to Detroit.
Okay.
You're absolutely right on this one, Granny Pat.
Economic.
I will take Detroit minus the 3. The Buffalo Bills hosting the New York Jets, and Buffalo's going to have special bubble area for their fans.
Tailgate bubbles.
Remember this story?
Yeah, but they're not inside the stadium, though.
That's why I said special bubble area for the fans.
Inside the stadium.
And the Jets are getting 7. Who do you like, Buffalo or the New York Jets?
Have you ever had wreck in Buffalo?
I don't know what that is.
It's a sandwich. You have to go there. You have to have it. Buffalo.
All right.
A wreck, it's called?
Wreck. Like a car wreck.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Like the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
That's a sub. Well, now.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. That's very funny.
That was good.
It's a submarine now.
He sees the opportunity.
I agree, Grandma Pat. I like the Bills minus the 7. And my double shock this week, I am taking the I'm picking the Cleveland Browns, Baltimore Ravens game. The new Browns and the old Browns. Who do you like, Cleveland or Baltimore? The new Browns getting 9 in this one at Baltimore.
Oh, my husband would kill me if I said the Ravens, so we're going to have to go with the Browns.
All right, that's exactly right. Going to be close. Ravens will win, but I like Cleveland plus the 9. That's my double shock this week, Tom.
Wow.
In honor of you and Al Jackson. So
very good. Now, we're talking with Pat, and she is a grandma from Rocky River, Ohio. And congratulations. It says on your little bio here they call you Giga?
Giga, yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. What is the origin of Giga?
Just one young child not being able to say grandma.
What a dummy.
Hey. That's so sweet.
You go, hey, it's grandma. Come on, kid. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, a lot of us have names that have evolved that way because kids. That's how the famous great bass player, singer, songwriter Geddy Lee.
Yes, Gary, right?
Because he couldn't say. So they called
his grandma couldn't say Gary.
Yeah,
or his mother. Yeah.
So there you go. That's very good. I'm told that you're the best mom. And this was submitted by your daughter Macy.
Yes.
She says you're the best mom and she loves all of her kids unconditionally. So probably shouldn't read this part.
Oh, gee.
I should have pre-read this sentence. I'm sorry. I'll read this verbatim. I apologize in advance, Pat.
Nope. It says you're not the best cook, but you try.
It says she loves all of the kids unconditionally, so we overlook her cooking. That is just mean.
Macy says instead of following recipes, you just add whatever you have on hand. For instance, if you're low on salsa, you add spaghetti sauce. It's all tomatoes anyway, is what you.
There you go.
All right.
Ketchup works sometimes.
There you go. All right.
Okay. All right,
Ketchup
well.
and spaghetti. Okay.
Did your name Macy after the department store?
That's what I was going to ask. Josh.
Spelled differently.
Do you also have a, you have a
No,
penny?
she was born in southern Louisiana, so we named her the southern name Macy Michelle.
Ah.
Oh, I like that a lot. Macy Michelle.
That's nice.
Sounds real hot.
We don't discuss the relative hotness,
Macy
as you so
married? Is she,
vulgarly put it, in
she's
front of
single?
her mom.
Well, Josh sounds like he wants to date Macy. Could that happen?
Macy has a wife.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So she wouldn't be interested in me at all.
So that you talk about two strikes.
That's like
A, gender, and B, it's Josh.
Oh, wait, just because there's a goalie doesn't mean
Oh, wait a
you
minute.
can't
No,
score.
she's already
Actually,
pitched.
she wasn't married to a woman until she heard about you.
Oh.
Well, Giga, I love the name Giga. Well, now, Christy, grandmas, did you have a special nickname? Did you?
Oh, we had just a grand and a grandma.
Willie,
Grandma
you,
VO? You
Willie,
don't
Willie, you
Grandma
had
VO.
I have great ones, Nana and Gramsy.
Nana and Gramsy.
I like
Josh,
Gramsy.
It's great.
were they both just grandma?
Yeah, they were both just grandma.
How did you distinguish them?
Grandma Arnold and Grandma Starkey.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was kind of a mouthful for a little kid.
No,
Are they
it was-
related
it
to
was-
Ringo?
We are apparently, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that's cool.
Wade, I mean, down the line, yeah.
You're related to Ringo Starr?
Yeah, like fifth or sixth cousins. or
That's
something.
cool.
Good to know. Chick, what was your...
Grandma and Lena. I
Lena?
called my dad's mom by her first name. I don't know why.
Ace? Is this applicable?
No.
No? Okay, good. Good to know. Nor for me.
Okay, to hell with us, Ace. Okay, go back to
I called them both Rip.
He's having his cheese dip and cracker.
Well, Pat, thank you so much. I hope we'll see how your picks do this weekend, and give our best to Macy.
I will do that. Can I give a shout out to our 13 grandchildren?
Absolutely. Do you know all their names in alphabetical order? Go.
No.
Okay. Sorry.
Which one do you love the most?
No, not going there.
Okay, well, that
See,
does.
she's a wise woman.
It's the one that gets $10 in the birthday card instead of the $5.
Well, I wouldn't want to be Macy and going over there for lunch anytime soon. Oh, so I'm a bad cook, huh? Really?
Oh, you're a gem.
Fun, guys.
Okay, thank you.
You're a
We
lovely
love you,
woman.
Pat.
Thanks, Pat.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
Fabulous shoo-in of the week. And Chick McGee on tonight.
Yeah.
Let the gambling begin.
Yep.
You like Houston plus those 10
I think
bucks.
Houston being ahead 28-0 last year, and then coming back and or 21-0, and the Chiefs come back and win 51-31. I think we all remember that. I think they're going to.
That's one hell of a halftime pep talk.
Yeah.
I think that was the second quarter. The Chiefs scored 24. I think.
So nice.
Sorry, go ahead.
So nice to have the shoe-in back.
Yeah, it is.
And if you'd like to nominate your grandma, just send us a message in an upskirt.
Yeah.
And we will let you know.
We'll check her out. We'll see.
You've really got this. You got this gilf upskirt thing really going.
Hey, it's out there, man. Hey, it's out there.
We also should announce that we are replacing Pat Godwin with Pat, the grandma that just called
That's
in.
exactly right.
Maybe she knows some good tunes.
Well, she
Maybe.
can play the harmonica, I think. Okay.
She probably doesn't get sick as much as he does.
Yeah, even though, I could
Although they
tag
might
that.
be living in the same place
but I
any day
won't.
now. 24-hour care.
Sorry, Pat.
We've got to get Godwin to move into a nursing home.
Oh, my.
Okay.
You mean senior living?
I think
Yes.
he'd really take to it.
Wouldn't that be
I think
great?
I think he would take to it, too.
Oh, the women would
They
be
would-
all
they'd
over
love him.
Yeah, but he's got. But what about his? He can't just take his son
Yes,
there.
they would love.
I
They
think
would love
he
him.
can.
Yeah.
He can visit a couple
Yeah.
of days.
Well, we're adding something special, ladies and gentlemen. First off, before I tell you what we're doing, please give me all your lighters and matches. I'll introduce Jimmy.
He could perform at dinner every night.
Yes, he could.
Yeah, he'd run around, stomp on all the saline bags. And stuff.
If you thought cruise ship crowds got rowdy, you should see the senior living
Oh,
home.
he would love it.
They
And
heckle.
he could sing First Date every night.
Yes, he could.
Yeah.
First
Great
date
song.
kills there.
Girl, the food was blue.
Okay, let's move. We got the shoe in. Thank you very much. And I think Dean set up a regular email special thing for the grannies.
Well put.
Is it here? Oh, here we go. It certainly is here. Sorry, Dean. It says Granny, and it's spelled with a Y. Granny at bobandtom.com.
Great.
Cool.
Thank you very much. Now, Christy Lee, what have you got? Can we get to our syphilis story?
Explorer Christopher Columbus, long blamed for bringing syphilis to Europe from the New World, may have gotten a bad rap. Researchers have uncovered traces of the bacteria.
Or he may have gotten a bad drip. Is that the one that drips? I don't know. Never had
sure.
it.
Researchers.
Josh, which one drips?
I don't talk about my past issues.
Okay, sorry.
Researchers have uncovered traces of the bacteria that causes syphilis in archaeological human remains from Finland, Estonia, and the Netherlands that predate Columbus's explorations.
They're very sexed up over there in those Scandinavian countries.
Were recently published in the journal Current Biology.
That'd be a weird gig.
What?
Taking tissue samples from ancient bodies and looking for syphilis.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you do today, Harvey? Well, funny thing. I think
that should lead to Today in History, since we're talking history.
Could.
Oh, we don't have it? This is when we do it every day.
Well, Columbus is famous. He wasn't looking for syphilis.
Time now, boys.
He was looking for gonorrhea, and he. That's why he called them Indians, because he thought he was in India. You see, and then he was
going
looking
ahead and not wait for you, because if we wait for you,
McGee.
we're 10 minutes late every time.
Okay, you're going to be very happy with this.
What? Today in History?
Well, one of the greats of all time would have been celebrating a birthday. He's passed now. Certainly one of the greats. Created iced tea with lemonade, of course. Talking about the great
Arnold Palmer?
Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
That is a great ESPN commercial. They're all following him around, and it's a golf crowd, see, and he's at ESPN, and Tom, back to you.
Okay. Well, they don't, because the Arnold Palmer is, do you know what it is, Josh?
Yes, it's lemonade and tea.
You just said it.
And tea. Oh, I wanted to see if he was paying attention.
I also love it.
Drawing naked pictures of gilfs.
I enjoy an Arnold Palmer.
Yeah. Now, they also do half iced tea, half vodka. That's the John Daly.
And, yes.
And then, of course, if you make one of those and your wife throws it in your face, that's the Tiger Woods.
I'm also being told by several sources it's not a wreck sandwich in Buffalo. It's a WECK. W-E-C-K. Beef sandwich in Buffalo. She must have...
Beef on WECK, yeah.
Well, I've heard of the wreck sandwich from Potbelly. They have a sandwich there called the wreck.
Must be kind of sort of the same thing.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's like a roast beef sandwich with turkey, and it's kind of got everything on it, I think.
It's a whack.
Sounds very good.
Wreck made sense, though. I don't know.
Now, when we come back, we're going to finish our history lesson. We have a little more than this, because we also have another Columbus in the news.
Really?
Yeah.
See?
But not that one.
Oh.
Does that make any sense?
Nope.
Yeah.
Columbus, Ohio?
No, keep going.
Oh.
Chris Columbus, the director of Home Alone.
Absolutely correct, Josh.
All right.
You've redeemed yourself.
Check that. See that engine light come on? Does your blood run cold? Well, no worries anymore with Car Shield. That's right. Now is not the time for expensive repairs, and that's where Car Shield walks right in and takes care of everything. A wide range of protection plans that could save you thousands for a covered repair. That check engine light is a lot less scary when it comes on. If you have Car Shield, the freedom to choose your favorite mechanic or dealership to do the work, and Car Shield gets the rest taken care of. Even if your car breaks down while you're traveling, the choice of a repair shop is still up to you. And on top of that, there's no long-term contracts or commitments. Payments are flexible, and Car Shield plans customizable to your exact needs. Car Shield has helped over 1 million drivers. That's why they're America's #1 auto protection company. Get coverage today and see why Car Shield cars go farther. Call 800-CAR-6000 and mention the code TOM, or visit carshield.com. Use the code TOM to save 10%. That's carshield.com. Use the code TOM. A deductible may apply.
Thank you, Car Shield. Thank you, Chick McGee. Coming up, we have more interesting news for you and a little bit of history.
Woohoo.
So wise yourself up a little bit by sticking around. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Check out the Bob and Tom Show app and let your voice be heard. Our contact info is right there.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, treat yourself to a VIP membership at bobandtom.com. It allows you to access the Bob and Tom archives, the complete album library. Listen to the Bob and Tom Show commercial-free and on demand with our daily podcast, if you're a member. Also, the live 7-camera video stream of the show each and every morning. Jeff Oskey taking care of that. If you're interested and want to know more, check it out at bobandtom.com/VIP. More of the show coming up right after this.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Kyle Lowry, 23 points, 8 boards, 6 assists, 53 minutes. The Raptors outlast the Celtics in double overtime, 125-122. And the Clippers are 1 win away from their first trip to the Western Conference Finals, a 96-85 win last night over the Denver Nuggets in Game 4. NHL playoffs last night. Nikita Kucherov scored with 8.8 seconds left to give the Lightning a 2-1 win and a 2-0 lead in the NHL's Eastern Conference Final over the New York Islanders. Kansas City Chiefs fans who go to Arrowhead tonight for a masked and socially distanced start to the NFL season will not be allowed to wear headdresses or face paint amid a nationwide push for racial justice. Jalen Ramsey becoming the highest-paid defensive back in NFL history after agreeing to a 5-year, $105 million contract with the star of Hard Knocks on HBO, the Los Angeles Rams. And Major League Baseball winners last night in interleague action. Milwaukee, the White Sox, the Mets, and San Francisco win. American League, Kansas City, Yankees, Texas, and Oakland. And National League winners, San Diego, Cincinnati, Atlanta, and the Dodgers. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Rajon Rondo, fourth quarter rally, and the Lakers 112-102 win over the Rockets.
Do you suppose Rondo ever hits on a rando?
I bet Rondo hits on a rando. Or has, yeah.
You know how I heard he picks up the randos?
How does he pick up the
Rondo
rando?
picks up the randos by flashing some hundos, is what he does.
So he flashes the hundo, a rando comes running, and then the Rondo hits on the rando.
This is gold.
And he says, hey, Rando, you want to hop in my...
This is the who's on first of the NBA.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
A new study says that people who think they've seen a UFO or a space alien appear to be just as intelligent and psychologically healthy as other people. You and I. A report in the November issue of the Journal of Abnormal Psychology says that researchers found that UFO reporters scored no worse than other people on tests of psychological health, intelligence, and fantasy proneness.
So people who see UFOs aren't just like weirdos?
No, UFO claims are real. He's just saying that the people are not as loony as some had suspected.
We have a caller here.
Good morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, yes, Bob and Tom.
Yes.
Yes, my name is Benjamin Johnson. I'm a noted lawyer, and I'm proud to say that I've seen UFOs, and I'm glad to finally report has come out letting people know that we're not abnormal or lunatics. We're just everyday people like yourselves that have seen UFOs.
Really?
So you've actually seen one?
Yes. I spotted one evening coming home from work late one night, and had some green and blue lights and hovering above the ground. And,
Have you ever been aboard a UFO?
well, as a matter of fact, I have.
You have?
It abducted me and took me up for a little ways, and it seemed to perform some type of experiment. I don't really know exactly what it was, but I just want people to know that I'm not a lunatic. This is something that happened, and people should be a little more open-minded about this thing. And we should all just try to get along and not imply that we're lunatics just because we happen to have seen
So obviously, you said you're an attorney.
Yes, I'm an attorney of law. Offices.
Okay, so now with the UFO, did you encounter this somewhere between your office and where you live?
Well, no, I was visiting a client.
Yeah.
I was just on my way back home that
So
evening.
was this a rural area where you were picked up then?
Oh, I was out in the country. I'd say probably about 5 miles.
I see.
Just outside the county line.
Well, we can tell by just talking with you that this has had no effect on you.
Well,
that you're
thank
perfectly
God
normal.
people finally realize we're just people like you are. And there's anyway.
I see.
fella.
Would you hang on just a second?
Sure.
Hang on, I'll be off the phone in a minute, Timmy. Fellas?
Yeah.
I'm going to go. My leprechaun's calling.
Okay.
45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has an update on the forecast.
Pretty much partly cloudy today, tonight, tomorrow. Pretty easy. High today, 82.
Are we supposed to just say okay? Or
High tomorrow, 80. Right now, it's 70 degrees.
thank you.
I was just seeing if you were paying attention because you weren't.
Was it high tomorrow 80 as well? Or
80. 82 today,
Yes,
80
also.
tomorrow.
It was high tomorrow 82.
Thank you very much. Now, I will remind you that we do have our golf outing next Wednesday afternoon. Still a couple spots left. Q95.com. It's a benefit for the Riley Hospital for Children. Some cool auction items out there. Let's see now. We're back. Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show. Check. There's Ace. There's Chick. I'm Tom. That's Josh. Then we go to the ancillary suites with Willie G over there behind the glass and Christy Lee behind the glass, socially separated. As we return to Today in History, actually.
Yes.
If we could have our theme song, please. There we go.
That was weird.
Time now for Today in History.
Thank you very much. We return now to the history page. Did you remember where we were, Christy?
We were doing birthdays. Yeah.
We were doing, also, we just finished doing the fact that they think Christopher Columbus did not, in fact, bring syphilis back to.
Well, yeah, we did that.
This is the birthday also of Chris Columbus, the great movie director.
Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Home Alone. Okay, very, very good.
Yeah. 9 months. I'm a big fan of that one.
Yeah. What are your parents thinking when they do that to you?
Yeah.
When they what? Oh, name you Chris Columbus? Boy.
I mean, there's lots of nice choices.
There sure are.
I guess it must have worked for him. But we have... I did understand that a lot of people, when they get to Chris Columbus's house, they walk around tearing up pictures of him.
Yes, on his birthday, it's indigenous peoples. There's some joke there.
Yeah, there's something there.
Another film director, Guy Ritchie.
Chick's big fan.
Oh, I love
Madonna's ex-husband.
Snatch.
That's correct.
Great movie.
Now, we have in 1897, this is something really interesting. London taxi driver George Smith, 1897, the first person ever arrested for drunk driving.
Wow.
Whoa.
Really?
Yeah.
1897?
Yep, even then.
Not the first time someone got arrested drinking on the job.
No.
Now, Chick, this is something that you will acknowledge as being true. Mike the Headless Chicken.
Oh,
yes.
I love Mike.
Oh, yes.
Decapitated in Colorado in 1945.
I hate this.
And lived how long?
He survived 18 months before sadly choking to death.
Yeah. No, they had to feed him corn down his throat hole.
This is so sick. I don't like this story at all.
So my question is,
someone loved him very much.
Did part of his brain survive and slip into his neck? Is that what happened?
I don't know.
This is all so awful.
But it's a true story. I remember when we first heard it.
I like his name. I like somebody really loved him for the last 18 months of his life.
that part makes me sad too.
Hold him and was shoving corn down his throat.
Okay.
It really bums me out.
Mike.
The only thing he needed was being able to play the piano, but he didn't. He lost his pecker too, so he couldn't really.
That's quite an accident.
Punch out a tune on the piano.
Lucky he didn't have the brain to know that it was gone. Ironically, sometimes called a cock.
Yeah.
The bird. Okay. Very,
I thought you meant his brain.
This is a shocker.
What?
1977, the last person to be executed with a guillotine in France.
77.
1977.
Yikes. You would think that would be
A
1877.
year after I graduated from high school?
Yep.
Lord, you can
still guillotining people?
So someone could have gone, hey, turn down Clearance Clearwater Revival on the radio. I got to watch this guy get his head chopped
Yes.
Wow.
That's grisly.
Yikes.
You can see for a while after you get your head cut off.
They don't know that. They don't know. There's no way to prove
35 seconds. That's how.
By the way, unlike the Headless Chicken Mike, that guy didn't live for 18 more months.
Oh, no, he did not.
Yeah.
I didn't shove hamburgers down his neck.
Okay. 1984, lastly, the first episode of Jeopardy with Alex Trebek as the host.
And 84.
Yeah, many mustaches ago. Okay, hang in there, Alex, and get well. Now,
American treasure.
Time for us to move on with what we learned.
Time now for Things We Learned, brought to you by Grainger. Products to keep your facility running is what Grainger does best. They've been doing it for 90 years. Visit Grainger.com for whatever you need, whenever you need it. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
NFL is back tonight.
Yes, sir.
Houston at the Chiefs, and Mr. McGee is taking the 10 points and taking
the points. Yes,
and
sir.
A lot of nice places you can be part of that.
Easy
and
money.
Get some wagers in. We will post the shoe-in picks coming up, but that starts this evening. Chick has his hand up. Yes, sir.
Josh is eating cake while we're trying to do a show.
I mean, we're all but done, right?
No. We're going to, and now Josh is going to do the closer that he did in Toledo, Ohio, so many years ago.
Do you remember that?
Oh, you mean when I apologize?
Do your first grade joke or your fifth grade joke or whatever. First grade joke
that I wrote.
Yeah.
Billie Jean,
Yes.
not my lover. She's just some pants. Thank you very much. Thank you.
That was your closer?
That's a funny joke.
Yeah.
Very funny joke.
Not bad for a 5-year-old, right?
Heck yeah, it's a great joke.
Can I do a 6-year-old tag on it?
Yes.
You know who Billie Jean's lover is? I heard his name is Levi.
Okay. I mean, I would have loved that. I would have gone crazy.
Okay, very good. I lost my place. Let's see. We had a new world record for the backwards mile run. 5 minutes, 23 seconds.
Listen to the crap we covered today.
Yeah.
Exciting story.
How do we have listeners?
We had the world record for juggling while swimming.
My God.
Christy presented Molly McButter.
Yes, I did.
We haven't gotten that yet.
I'll give it to you in the show.
To Josh and to Chick.
I want to put some on my cake.
No.
For your potato.
You can put this on anything. It makes fettuccine Alfredo.
There you go.
Also put real butter on there. Help out the great dairy farmers.
I love real butter as well.
Al Jackson's book is called Where is Baby Ford? We have Josh telling the true story of helping his little niece get her American Girl doll, getting her hair done.
Yeah.
So sweet. Those dolls are great.
We had fun.
There are a lot of nominees for the Toy Hall of Fame. I'm not clear on why the game Bingo is one of them. It doesn't appear to me to be a toy.
Molly McButter does contain milk, so I am still supporting the dairy farm.
Okay. Not a lot, not by much. We learned It's All Love.
Yeah. Sure.
And Josh is currently sitting on some comedy. Has been all morning, and we hope to have him pop off with it tomorrow. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.